call you back, bitch. It's what we do.
How may I help you?
Hey, listen, something didn't sit right. We were sitting down there to eat earlier today. Booths were dirty. Chicken was not spicy. No bubbles in my Diet Sprite. What's going on over there? I don't think I could bring my kids back there to eat again. Place was a disaster. Disaster. Why should I have to subject my family to eating in a place like that? I want my money back. I want some coupons. You don't give me coupon or a gift card for my trouble?
Yes.
That chicken made me sick.
Yes, sir.
It was not spicy. I ordered spicy chicken.
Okay.
Not bland. Chicken was stupid. Stupid chicken. I'm sorry?
From where you have placed the order, sir?
I didn't order it. I sat down to eat. I was going to order it, but I figured by the time the food came to my apartment, it would be cold. Cold and dirty, like your mom. I don't want that. So I decided to go in there and eat a little bit.
Who decided, sir? What can I help you?
Oh, my God. Are you a criminal? Like, you carry a gun? Do people, like, do they fear you?
No, I'm sorry.
Are you, like, the top criminal out over there? Oh, okay. You're very scary sounding to me. Scare me.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is the PayPal Secure Lake Services. What can I help you?
Well, because I know you're not PayPal and you're pretending to be PayPal and you're a criminal, I thought maybe, like, you carry a gun and like, people know not to mess with you.
Sir, well, your call has been landed to the PayPal customer services. If you have any query, you can let me know. Otherwise, you understand you have other customers which we need to attend.
No, I understand that. You have other victims. You don't work for PayPal. I have the handbook right here. You couldn't read me the first sentence of the handbook. So I know you're a criminal. It's okay. I'm just...
Thank you for calling in support. My name is Kevin. How may I help you today?
Kevin, are you a criminal? Like, do you carry a gun? Like, do you drive like a dark rickshaw with like tinted windows? You're a criminal. Like, you stole all that lady's money. We were watching you. I'm scared. Like, are you going to shoot me?
Who took?
The people that pretend to work at PayPal, like in your little call center there. Like, they're not really PayPal employees.
Sir, exactly. Please mind your language. Who took money?
Well, I didn't say anything bad, so I don't know what you mean, mind my language. But it doesn't matter. I mean, you're a criminal. You don't work for this company. You're a criminal.
Thank you for calling support. My name is Sean. How can I help you?
Sean, you're different. I got a lot of Kevins and Michaels today, but no Seans. Like, that's a good name. Are you a criminal? Like, do you carry a gun? Or like a bayonet? Or like nunchucks?
Yeah, I carry
like, do you have...
a gun which I'm going to put in your ass. I'm going to put that gun in your ass. And
the problem is you're not a good criminal. You're not a good criminal. You'll never make it to America. You're too poor. You're not even a good criminal.
Yeah.
How many times have I gotten through? Little old me.
With that gun. You son of
I
a
get
bitch.
through to you all day long. You're so mad. You shouldn't be this mad. Oh, you're still there?
For calling support, you're talking with James. How may I help you?
James, you sound like you're upset. Are you getting flooded with nonsense? Like, when's the last time you had a victim? Like a real victim?
No, well, you seem to be upset. You seem to be upset.
No, I'm good. I mean, I know we're wasting your time, so I'm happy.
You're not good.
I'm happier than a Gandhi with a bag of dicks right now. I don't know. I'm happy. I'm happy. You're not hurting anybody today.
Thank you for calling support. My name is Alice. How may I help you?
Hey, Alice, I'm trying to get a read on things. What was life like for you before you started scamming people? Like, were you in the brothel? Were you like a popular,
Do you
like
think
Bundy?
I'm going to answer you this fucking question, you asshole?
I mean, you're scamming people. Why wouldn't you? Go ahead, please. Go get a job, bitch.
Hello?
Hey, babe, listen to me. When can you get to my neighborhood? I need this guy arrested ASAP. He's got an axe and he's talking nonsense.
Just go, son of a bitch. Just go and kill yourself, you motherfucker.
Wow, you're so angry. Oh, my God.
We're back. It's the Morning Scam Show with CJ Scams and TAGOW. You know, after listening to those calls, I think that last Rundy and me had a connection. I don't know. The one that got away, maybe. Making friends the TAGOW way. Hey, check out CJ Scams on Twitch later if you're not doing anything. Her stream is amazing. All right, let's get back into some Rundy love. Here we go. Wake up, each and everyone. It's the morning.
Thank you for calling Amazon. This is Daisy. How may I help you?
Hey, what are you wearing right now? You look good today. What are you wearing?
Why would I tell you what I'm wearing?
I mean, you're scamming innocent people out of money, but you can't tell me what you're wearing? Why?
No.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm wearing.
Why would I? What you're
What?
wearing?
There you go. I'm wearing a nice pair of Scooby-Doo underoos. I'm just getting comfortable on my couch right now. Yeah.
You want to talk dirty?
Yes, please. And tell me
how dirty?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, if you want that I make you happy, you need to make me first happy. So what you need to do, you need to go to the store and get the gift cards from there, activate that gift card with the $500 denomination, and give me that code, then I will be very happy.
Hello?
Hello?
This is Jack
Go ahead,
calling
please.
you from Credit Specialist. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. Listen, I could really use the help here. I'm like, I guess you would say obese. I'm about 500 pounds. I play Santa Claus in the mall. I recently got involved with one of my elves, my helpers, and he ran off and he destroyed my credit. Chocolate Chip is his name. I don't know if you guys help fix credit reports or not, but he damaged my credit. He's charging up airplanes and dinosaurs and dragons. This Chocolate Chip guy is a lunatic, man. Can you help me? Go ahead, please. Oh, thank you so much.
Well, hello?
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, before proceeding further, I would like to inform you that this call is being recorded for quality and training purposes. Do I have your permission to proceed?
Who's listening? Who's recording it?
Well, my company would be recording this call.
Are you sure they all work for the company? It's not Chocolate Chip? Because he's a little hacker, this guy. I mean, he got into everything I own, and he changed my passwords. He took over my social security number. He just charged up everything. Like I said, he was buying up dinosaurs and dragons and space shuttles. He even bought the Statue of Liberty. Do you believe that? I saw on my credit card statement the Statue of Liberty was purchased. What is he going to do with the Statue of Liberty? Go ahead, please.
Okay, to begin with, I need to verify a few details.
Sure.
Let me ask you a few questions, okay?
Yeah, then I got some for you as well. Go ahead, please.
Do you have a source of income to cover your monthly expenses? That's you're employed, self-employed, or do you have any benefits?
Do I have what to cover my monthly benefits?
I'm just asking you that. Do you have your cover of your monthly expenses? So are you employed, are you self-employed, or do you have any social benefits?
I'm self-employed.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, I have a jelly bean farm. I grow jelly beans, and I sell them to the local stores in upstate New York. All kinds of jelly beans. People don't normally like the black jelly beans as much as they do the red and the pink and the green, but we've had some success last year. I mean, I grossed about $30,000 last month in jelly bean profit. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, can you just help me with your physical address?
It's 86 in York.
Okay.
That's Manhattan.
Okay.
And try 10012. I haven't been down there since Nam. I'm kind of living upstate at the moment, and I have so many different zip codes.
Yeah,
I might be off on number. I'm sorry?
Yeah, can you just help me with your zip code?
I just did. I think it's 10012.
Okay.
I haven't been there since Nam, is what I'm telling you. I have another place upstate New York, in kind of like the Syracuse area, if you know New York at all. I don't know where you're from. Where are you guys based out of?
Okay. Well, I'm currently located at San Francisco and California.
Oh, how is it out there? I was just out that way.
Okay. Do you have any negative items on your credit report? Do you have? Sorry?
Go ahead, please. I'm listening. I'm hanging in there with you.
Any negative items on your credit report?
Lots of negative items. This guy, this lunatic, Chocolate Chip, the elf that I was romantically involved with, not only did he used to be perfect size for goosing me. You know, every morning I would wake up, I would get a nice goose. Let me tell you about that. The goose felt amazing. He would just goose me from behind, the little dwarf that he is. But he ran off, and like I said, he took my credit cards, my Social Security card. He took everything, and he charged up everything, my friend. We're talking dragons and dinosaurs and space shuttles, the Atlantic Ocean he bought. He bought the Statue of Liberty. He's the real culprit. He took off in a red Toyota. I don't know where this guy is right now. I just saw your number and figured we can help fix my credit. What? Go ahead.
Do you have any credit score? How much is your credit score?
My credit score?
How? Yeah.
I don't know.
Credit score?
Pick a number between 1 and 10. I'm sure it's around 9 maybe, or 8. Who knows how much more damage this guy did. He's in the south border of Texas just living it up with my drugs and my car and my Social Security number, and he just ruined my credit. Like I said, he bought dragons. You know how much a dragon costs? A dragon that breathes fire that's only in the movies. Why are you still on the phone with me? Did you run out of English? Go ahead, please.
Thank you for calling Amazon. My name is David. How may I help you today?
Hey, David, listen, my Amazon account is all going crazy. I want to return these 2,900 bunny rabbits in my apartment. I started with 2 rabbits, right? I go away, I come home, and there's 2,900 rabbits in my apartment. Everything's hopping in this place. I can't live like this, man. My life is like a goddamn country song. My girlfriend actually left me. She caught me with the mailwoman, and I was only with that mailwoman because I was having sex for stamps. She caught me at my weakest moment. I wanted to mail something and ended up in bed with the mail lady. And then I had to go away and get my head cleared. I come home and there's 2,900 bunny rabbits in my apartment. I can't keep feeding these guys. Only thing they eat is Sugar Smacks. Do you know how stupid I look today going to Costco and leaving there with 52 boxes of Sugar Smacks? That's just a day. Can you help me return these things?
All right, sir. So first of all, I want you to write down my name, and my name will be Ryan David.
Yeah, sorry, I was finishing off my vodka. My mom always said, finish all your alcohol. There's sober kids in India. So I don't waste a thing. Anyway, I'm in trouble. I think I'm in trouble. I didn't know I couldn't have an alligator in my apartment in New York City. Is that why you're leaving me nasty messages? Is that why?
Hello?
Hey, it's me again. Are you ready to make up and be friends?
Why are you calling me again and again, motherfucker?
Why do you do what you do, motherfucker? Explain me. Explain me why you're a criminal, and I'll stop calling you. You can't answer that.
This is also part of my life. I had to, hurt some people. I don't know. I didn't hear that. I'm not just trying to feed the family. I'm just trying to survive.
And you don't have any fear of the place getting raided and going to jail for a little while?
Well, if that is what waiting for me, I have to face it, right? As you said before, it's karma. So if I'm doing something wrong, I have to face it, right? So one day, so hopefully I can find something better before that.
Welcome to the Morning Scam Show with CJ Scams and TAGOW. NYPD's in the house. We're speaking with Robert Bryan, Captain, NYPD, retired, turned author, turned professor. He teaches on Homeland Security. We need to ask this man, what the hell happened in New York City? Why is my city so goddamn clean nowadays? Who cleaned up Times Square? You cannot even find a bench to sleep on. Let's get into it. We'll be back with Robert Bryan on the Morning Scam Show.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Take.
What up?
How's it going?
It's going well. It's getting warm in New York. It's about freaking time.
That's good. Good morning to everyone. Sorry, you know how I did. I got behind with saying hi to everyone, so sorry, but super great to see everybody here today. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm really excited to talk to a policeman. Just hope we don't get arrested, right?
I mean, I'm okay. I feel scared for you,
right?
But I think we'll make it through.
So how was your day yesterday? You said that you called one call center like 25 times or something like that.
No, I called the same idiots that you were on the phone with, doing your master bait. Can I say that? Yeah. So you were messing with them, and I think Renoa was also messing with them. And it was such a small call center, and it was both of you, and both of your streams were packed, obviously. And then I kept calling as many times as I could, just to mess with them my way. But that's how that went. And then they finally got rid of me. And I don't think there was that many people in that call center.
We can try him again later because he's still waiting for me to give him the gift cards. So.
Oh, it's carrying over. Oh, yeah, I love those.
Yeah, I owe I was supposed to get him. I told him I bought him gift cards last night, and then I just shut my phone off and didn't talk to him the rest of the day. So I'm sure he loves me today. And then he just messaged me, Madison, I'll call you tomorrow. So
yeah, I went to the PayPal number after that because I just got bored. So you guys did your thing, and then I just went to PayPal. I got through to PayPal so many times, and they were really stupid. Like, I mean, you want to talk about being short rickshaw stupid? Like, I say that as a joke sometimes, but this time I mean it. Like what were they doing? They were ridiculous. If I was to record it, I would have had to spend so much time beeping out the N words and them being racist, and it was so annoying. But they didn't get off the phone with me. Annoying. But I just let them curse at me and do what they do. But they stayed on the phone with me for 10 minutes each time. But at that point, I was like, okay, somebody else needs to get on these guys. I'm glad the number's posted, but I need to go to sleep. So it was like, it was getting boring. But, I mean, we still wasted their time. And did you guys get a location on those idiots or no?
Yeah, they're in New Delhi. I got, and we got PJ, between PJ and me, we got one international bank account and 2 U.S. bank accounts. And then, so the other thing that happened too was, I don't know if you heard this part of the story, because I was telling them this at the beginning. But over the weekend, my dad and I have a band. Like, we play just for fun on the side, different places. And someone contacted the band and said, I need you for a 7-hour son naming ceremony in July. Which if anyone has been to an event, like, hiring a band for 7 hours is like ridiculous. Nobody's going to play for 7 hours, so in and of itself that was crazy. And then second of all, I don't know about other places, but in the US, we don't have I don't know of any naming ceremonies that have bands for 7 hours. Do you?
I never heard of any of this happening. So,
yeah. So
who wanted this done? Who wanted this done?
This guy named Stuart contacted my dad for the band. So I ended up, I took the information. Okay, so before I talked to him, what happened then was my dad was like, okay, well, then you have to pay a $500 deposit. And then the man wrote back, okay, well, let me have your bank account information. And then my dad passed it to me. I called him, and for that, if anyone's in the chat that heard it, testify for me that this person's accent was so thick I could barely understand him. Like, I was struggling to understand him. It was extremely thick. I want to
talk with him.
Yeah.
I want to talk with him.
Yeah, we'll definitely call him. So, so yesterday, what I did was I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm representing the band. How can we get the deposit so we can reserve the date? And he said, well, I'll email you a check. You use your mobile check deposit it into your bank, send me a screenshot. And so I was like, okay. So I took a, I put it in my fake bank account, you know, and took a screenshot. So it looked like I deposited it, sent it to him. I said, but it's too much money. He said, oh, can you send some money back to my planner? So that's how he was going to get me. And he gave me a Zelle, which I called last night and reported it.
Wow, that's an old scam. Like, I mean,
yeah,
people used to get scammed in the early days of Craigslist because they would have an item on there and it was the same type of thing, and then they would fall for a cashier's check that was way too much money, and then they would say, well, give the remainder to my courier. And then obviously the check, it takes the bank a couple days to realize it's bum check, and then you're still responsible for the check. Wow. And that's just a whole new spin on it with a band and a planner.
Yeah, so he is contacting, I guess, small businesses, telling them some kind of story, you know.
You guys advertise? How would he know that you guys have like a band?
I guess if you're on Google and type in the right stuff, we might pop up the web because we have a website, I guess. And somehow I asked my dad, I was like, how did he get your number? Like, did he get it off the website? And he was like, no, he's messaging me through Google somehow. Like, there's something on Google, I guess you can, like, contact a business. And that's what he did.
And he was from India?
No. It was a thick, like some kind of African accent.
Gotcha.
So, I don't know. I didn't get his location or anything. But... we'll definitely try to call him later, see if we can get him. But it was at least so y'all all can hear him. It is named Sex for Stamps. Scott, how did you know?
That's a name right there. I thought Diaper Rash would be a good name for a band, but Sex for Stamps.
So, so that was what I did yesterday. So I was talking to him back and forth, and then finally got that Zelle later in the day. So I got the Zelle reported, and I still need to report two of the bank accounts from yesterday because I just got too tired. Awesome. But I'll do that as soon as we get done with the stream. But yeah, it was a good day, and it was just it was fun. Like the good Lord just worked it out where Renault and I were basically sitting next to each other with these people, and the person that I had on was extremely loud. Like, he was basically screaming at me the whole time. So you heard a lot of my baiting on her stream. So it just worked out. It just worked out like that. So I was super excited, and she was real nice. So we rated her so we could kind of watch the rest of it, and she's super nice, so appreciate her welcoming us. I did my best to not mess up your bait, Renoa. I'm sure you're watching. So if I did anything to mess up your bait, I'm super sorry, but I tried really hard, and that's the one thing about people's baits. It's like, always respect the bait. Please don't ruin people's baits because they might be getting information or whatever. So
I had to be real careful when I was on the phone with those idiots because I'm listening to you in the car and I have the main Twitch on Bluetooth. So as soon as they pick up the phone, I'm not going to let them hear you, because they know that I'm listening to them. So you have to be really, really careful. And I know you don't want to ever give them details of what you're hearing, obviously. I just rage. But both of you I think we're dealing with the two main guys, and there might have been some like openers or freshies. They would pick up the phone and just entertain me, but then they were boring.
Well, they had to have some kind of decent operation because they hardly took any time to give me bank accounts. And sometimes, we have to wait for an hour or more where they try to get bank accounts, and they had them bang, bang, bang. So they definitely had some kind of organization in that small operation, even though it didn't seem like it.
Well, it might have happened quicker. It might have happened quicker because they were smaller. Somebody I think in your stream made a comment like it sounds like a couple of guys in their apartment or basement or whatever. So one of the guys at PayPal was actually when he wasn't swearing and being stupid, racist. He did say, "I don't think you really know what you're doing. There's no bosses anymore. It's just a bunch of people that do what they're doing. So it's like a free for all out here." You never can understand them or trust them, but maybe there was some truth to that. Like, there's not as many call center bosses, but there's a bunch of people that are just doing it. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So it's really hard to know. I think there's some middle ground to that, because if it was just, I agree though, it did sound like that, but if it was just like two guys like, hey, let's try to dial tomorrow, which some of them do that. They go on Facebook, they get the list, they sit at home and they just give it a try, a lot of them work for call centers and their bosses, but there's a few that don't. And we know that from Peter, because Peter did that for a little bit where he just bought a list and made calls himself.
That's true. There's tons of call centers still. So
yeah, but these two, because they had those bank accounts, makes me think they were definitely organized in some way. It wasn't just like two brothers. Like, I caught an Amazon Prime scam one time. I forgot about them. I need to go back and try to dig out their number, because that dude is flirting with me hard. But it was definitely a family operation. Like, they were totally disorganized. And he was like, you could tell he was passing me to like his sister and blah, 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 And I think he even accidentally called her his sister. And then he was like, oh, I mean my coworker. So sometimes they just try it on their own time, without an organization. No, not Peter Trevina. Our other good friend Peter, who's used to scam, but is definitely not a scammer anymore, and he's our friend now. So yeah, that's what's going on. And it was fun.
Yep. Crazy Saturday, right? Both waking up to 1,000 subs, and then I think I hit 1,000 3 times that day. It was 995, then 1,002, then 997, and then I'm still teetering on the land of going back into the 900s, because nobody really subbed. So you have 1,001, you can easily lose 5.
I know. The fear
and as I
real.
say that now, I'm sure the haters will all desub that just forgot. So, but it was like a roller coaster for those 2 days, because we've been trying so hard to grow for the last 10 months, and then we finally get there, and then you take a small nap and you wake up and you're like, fuck, 995. But it looks like you got a good cushion from yesterday.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it a cushion, because like you said, you never know what could happen. I'm at 1,010, but we could easily lose 15 like that. It's happened before. But I'm hoping to just hold out until, YouTube reviews my monetization application. If I could just hold out till then. I was reading that, like, if you get monetized and then you drop a little bit below, like just a few below, they won't take away the monetization, you know? So.
Oh, I don't understand how all that works. I wasn't going to monetize, but I was really doing it for the people that do put up with my nonsense, because who the hell wants to sit through a bunch of ads before you get to what I do? So I figured I would just be nice and not do it. I don't really care. But can they put commercials on your videos anyway, even if you're not monetized?
Yeah, yes, I think so. I think.
Yeah, so I might as well just monetize. Might as well just monetize.
Yeah, I mean, just do it if you want to. Like, a lot of people that over 1,000 choose not to, and that's totally fine. Like, everybody has their own reasons and taxes and extra work and stuff, because it's still gonna be extra work and blah blah blah. So everybody has their own reasons. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I don't think you can do anything about YouTube ads. That's a great thing about Twitch subs. If you subscribe on Twitch to somebody, you don't have to watch the ads there. But I don't think there's any way to avoid it in YouTube that I know of. Does anyone else know?
If I wasn't so rich at the moment, I definitely would.
Right? I have that same I have that exact same problem. I was just thinking the other day, like,
Right.
dang, I wish I wasn't so rich.
Right. The problem is also I do everything by my phone, and then I have to go into the computer and fill that form out, and I'm like, yeah, it's all that work, and I don't really care about it as much. And it's not what I was about, and not that there's anything wrong. I mean, people definitely deserve to be monetized and make money doing what they do. It just wasn't my main goal.
Yeah, everybody has their own.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been saying, Diesel Mike. Sorry, cut you off, but he said exactly what I've been saying. I've been saying I don't even think I'm like going to be eligible.
Yeah. But the good thing is, if my monetization gets approved, like Take and I will be having joint memberships on my channel, so you can support him that way. Yeah, it also supports me as well. So if you hate me and love him, well, you're out of luck there.
It's usually the other way around.
If you
oh my
hate
God,
me,
I had some talk about hateful comments, man. That was like a gold mine the other day to wake up to that idiot. And it was awesome that everyone attacked him, and I felt bad in a way. But you know, like Raz said, you have a choice, move on. But man, that person really was not a fan of what I do.
Yeah, you might as well tell everyone what he said, because people probably don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I don't even remember, but it was something like enough with the shorts. Can you post some real content?
Yeah, he said get some real content or something like that on your video.
Yeah. Right. And I just said thank you so much for being here. And I almost pinned it. I almost just pinned his comment. I loved it so much. And then, of course, Pecan asked him if he ever felt the barrel of I don't know. Pecan Head's comments did not get posted, but I saw them. So, everyone had my back.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So that was good. I'm sure that made you feel loved.
It did. Yes. What up, Kat?
Engagement is engagement. Hey, Kat. Good morning. Like we've heard before, engagement is engagement, right?
Yep.
So yeah, we got some awesome things coming up, but the first thing we have to tell y'all is because of me, it's nobody's fault. We had to change. Well, it's my fault, I guess, but it's not Gordon's fault. We had to move Gordon from Thursday to May 10th, right? Is that right? Where's my calendar?
Year?
Yeah, where's my calendar? I don't know where my calendar is, but I'm pretty sure it's May 10th. So we will not have a show on this Thursday. Morning, Zachy. Welcome.
What up, Zachy?
We will not have a show on Thursday, but we will have one on Friday, and we have someone awesome that will be coming on.
On Friday?
Yes. We have...
Who's coming?
We will have the writer from The Tonight Show on with us.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's great. He was on tour with Adam Sandler and Dennis Miller, and he was real tight with Jay Leno. I love him.
Yeah, he was awesome. So he will be on with us on Friday, since we can't have a Thursday show. And then we will be back. Where is my calendar? Seriously, I can't. It's too hard to keep track of it. Hold on, I gotta look for my calendar. Don't you have any funny stories or something you can tell while I look for my calendar?
No, I don't.
Oh, I remember who's on. I still don't know where it is, but I remember who's on next Tuesday. Romance Scammers. Morning, F.A.
Nice.
Yeah, Romance Scam. You said no, I don't. You hate what I asked.
Why would I?
Oh, found it. Okay, found it.
Good. We can all start our day. CJ Scams has found her calendar.
Okay, so Tuesday we have Romance Scammers, and then next Thursday we have Chris Tries, who's a scam baiter, and then the following Tuesday we'll have Gordon. And that will be coming up to our 50th. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We should do something big for the 50th. I mean, like a puppet show, crack addicts, midgets. I don't know. I'll leave it in your hands. But it has to be big.
Well, we do have a guest already scheduled for our 50th.
Oh, you reached out to those puppet people? I was kidding.
No, we got someone better than puppets.
Oh, better be big.
He is. He's been on before, but still... this time it's actually planned. We will have Mr. Pierogi back on for our 50th.
Pierogi?
Pierogi.
Like Scammer Payback?
Scammer Payback.
Oh my God! I'll definitely sacrifice the puppets for my man Pierogi.
Yeah.
It's all done. It's like he signed and he's going to be here, and he's doing it for free.
For free, yeah. As far as I know, we can ask him next time we see him how much he charges, but...
Wow, I'll make sure I'm here that day.
Yeah, for sure. So that'll be fun. So thank you again, Pierogi, for agreeing.
Yeah, thanks so much, man.
Yeah. So we got a lot of awesome stuff coming up. And if there are any readers in the group, we had a guest on named Dan Hink, right? Isn't that his name? He has a really awesome story.
Oh yeah, the tattooist.
Yeah. So I ordered his book. It should get here this weekend. I'm going to be reading his book over the next few weeks. So if anybody enjoys reading books, I know finding people that read books today is kind of rare. I like to read books, okay? I like to read books.
I have a good idea then. Maybe every single time you could read like a chapter on our stream.
I could. It would take a long time, but I could definitely do it.
I mean, I think everyone would definitely.
Also,
I mean, if they all want to hear it, it depends how you read it.
But also, wouldn't that take away from him, because you can purchase the audiobook, I think, for like $2.99. Like, what if someone pieced it together and put it on YouTube and he lost sales or something?
Yeah, that's true. Everybody go buy his book. Spend the $2, even if you're going to listen to it.
Yeah,
I just think CJ has a better voice than some of those people that they pay to read books or whatever.
I could get a job doing that, but I just thought I wasn't like a good enough voice actress, because you have to be like, real animated.
You know what's funny? I was manager of a Barnes & Noble and a Borders, actually, back when I used to work retail. And I never read. here I am surrounded by books and books and books, and I was actually an English major for way too many years in college. I never read, only when they forced me to read. I would much rather do audio and listen to books.
You would you would have a good voice for reading books if you ever needed money.
I don't know. I hate my voice. I don't know who would sit through a whole. Yeah, I'll just read War and Peace and take up someone's year, and they can just keep listening to my dumb voice for a year.
Well, I listened to your voice for 90 minutes yesterday, and it was definitely worth it.
Yeah, you're one of the few. Thank you.
If anybody missed it, Take posted a really good video, awesome video yesterday in honor of his 1K celebration. So, if you haven't watched it, definitely go watch it. If you started it and haven't finished, please go finish it because he's worried about the retention. Morning, Mike.
What up, Mike Jeffrey on?
Thank you, Peter. So, yeah, it was awesome. So y'all definitely go check it out. All right.
Well,
I'm going to go ahead and send a link for our lovely guest here. And let's see. I haven't heard from him today, so hopefully he's up.
Thanks, Bogart.
So,
are people going to be able to call in?
I've had the number up. Nobody's called, but I'm about to have the guest come on and take the number down. I've had it up for a long time.
Okay. And this is the cop.
Yeah, this is the cop.
I wasn't kidding in that video. I really want to talk about why New York City has become so goddamn clean. And I know he was part of that regime. He had to be. They just cleaned it up. You can't find a park bench. You can't find a sex shop. You can't find a hooker. You can't find a homeless person. I want my old dirty New York back.
Well, that sounds interesting, but I'd like to hear more about police, like how to investigate crimes and how we can help with scams and stuff.
Oh, like sorry.
Who, me? Huh? Hello? Hello? Why'd you say sorry?
Hello?
Hello? Why'd you say, oh, sorry?
Yeah, once we talk about the important things that I have, we can get into that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right, I sent him a link. So let's see if he joins us, because I have not talked to him today. If he doesn't, we got several people we can call up. Like Scammer Takeout. We'll give Scammer Takeout a call.
Ah, Scammer Takeout. I would love to talk with that man.
Yep. So yeah. But anyway, we have dead air here. No, Zeb, I should call 911 and be like, hey, I have a podcast scheduled with Robert. Can you please connect us? Hey.
So, how do you know this guy's up? You're just going to bother him, wake him up?
I mean, I sent him the link like I'm supposed to, so.
How is he doing this? Zoom?
Yeah, Zoom. Okay, anyway, so I'll put the phone number back on if anybody wants to call in while we're waiting.
Yeah, I'm with you, White Fox. I'm waiting for Mike Tyson, too.
Let's see here. Where's the number?
Oh, I haven't talked to my mom in like a month. Maybe she'll call in.
I'd hope that's not true.
You hope she wouldn't call in?
No, I hope you haven't not talked to her for a month. That would be not good.
I think it's been about a month. That's like normal.
No, you should call your mom.
Every day?
No, not every day, but not go a whole month.
That's normal.
Someone's calling.
Who's this now?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, who's on the line?
My name is Clara Humperdinck. And I heard that this was the line to call to congratulate Take a Glass of Water and
yeah, Mama TAGOW. Who was that?
Want to know? Raz.
Hey, Raz, welcome. Thank you so much for calling. We haven't heard your voice.
I left a message.
We haven't got to hear you in a while because there's been no flood. Although weren't you in one of Ozzy and Harley's videos?
Yeah.
Can I hear Raz?
With Mary.
Can you patch her through to me?
You can't hear her? Take?
Nope.
Oh, shoot. Why can't he hear you? Oh, wait. The cop's here, Raz. We'll call you back. Sorry.
Okay. Bye.
Hello. Can you hear us, sir? Wait, he's connecting the audio. I hope you can hear him. Take.
Nope.
Well, he's not talking yet. Can you hear us, sir? Wait, he's connecting the audio. I hope you. Hello, sir. Bob is connecting.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Not you. Bob is connecting his audio and cannot hear you yet. So 1 second. He's working on his audio. Now, I wonder why all of a sudden, that happened to PJ yesterday too, where she couldn't hear the scammer. So now I'm getting worried you won't be able to hear him. But I don't know what.
Oh, Raz got out just in time.
Oh, wait. I see why. I bet this will help. Okay. Say something, Take, so we can make sure we can still hear you.
Take.
Okay, y'all can still hear her, Take, right?
Yeah, but I can't hear Raz.
I hung up on Raz. Hello, sir.
That's why I can't hear her.
Good morning, sir. Can you hear us? Hello? Hello, sir. Can you hear us? Hello, sir. I think it's on his end. Let me just email him and say we cannot hear you.
2 more minutes and I'm going to call the police.
Let's see. I don't know what to do. I wish you would have funny stories ready for when things aren't going good. Take.
No, I purposely forget them all because I know you're going to say that.
Oh, you just want to be a butt?
Is that what you say when you get mad at people?
Yeah, that's what I say.
You're being a butt?
Let's see, how can I...
That's funny right there. I don't like you. You're being a butt.
We can't hear you. Can you hear us? Okay, I'm trying to see... Okay, good. He saw our chat. I said to him, I'm sorry, sir, we can't hear you. Can you hear us? He's reading the chat, I think. It looks like he's reading because I can see he has his camera on. He's definitely not retired, Take. He's in an office. That looks policey.
He retired from NYPD, I thought.
I don't think he's retired. He's sitting in a police office right now. Like, it looks like a police office. Unless it's, yeah, definitely looks like a police office.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
And my voice settings are all good, so I think it's just his. Whenever we air this later, I'll just have to cut all this out.
Yeah. So the people that are here now are the ones that get gypped.
Right.
But later on, the people that go back and listen to it, it'll just be all clear, no dead air, everything's good.
So I don't know what to do because I can't hear him. And I really don't think it's me. I checked my settings, checked your settings. We could try to call a scammer while we wait.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest. Try calling somebody. I sent you that number that Disney sent me, but I don't think you want to mess with them. Or we always have the White House.
Yeah, sure.
Unless you have any scammer numbers ready to go.
Yeah. I mean, I can try some text now numbers, yeah.
Yeah, can you just call in on the phone?
Let me see. Let me ask him. Do you want to call into my computer line? We are not able to hear you. Sorry. You can call with your Morning, JC.
Text now number?
JC said we can hear scammers in India, but we can't hear a cop in New York.
Right. That sums it all up. That sums up all the problems in the world.
Yeah. Let's see here. Do you want
Maybe he's got a burner phone?
Call in with your phone? We aren't able to hear you, sorry. But he's definitely awake and he's in a police office. What up, Sven? Where you been for like 2 weeks? Sven?
I think he's retired.
Sven, did you retire?
No, Sven's not retired. Sven's just, I know where he's been.
Where's he been?
I mean, it's a secret. I'm not going to spill his dirt. Everybody's got a dark side. If Sven's comfortable enough confiding in you about what he's been doing, then he will.
Well,
yeah.
I guess he's not. I guess you're the only special one that knows what he's been doing.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate him reaching out to me so much, filling me in.
Yeah, thanks, Sven.
Yep.
I wish I had known about your Svencation. Oh, we missed a call from a scammer. Let me send this.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, we did. Oh, wait. He sent a message. Okay, he said okay. So let me give him the number. It is... And I gave him the right number, right? Let's make sure.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you. No, I didn't.
Just like I said, I don't think you did.
Okay, so let's see what happens. I got my thing open, ready to go. So yeah, welcome to live streaming, y'all. Sometimes it doesn't work out perfectly. Later on, I can cut out our little technicalities here. But we still have 42 watching. That's pretty good considering we're a hot mess right now. Okay, here's someone calling.
Oh, who's this now? Raz?
Hello?
No, this is Robert Bryan.
Hi, thanks so much for calling in. Sorry that we couldn't hear you on Zoom, but welcome. My name is CJ, and my guest host, my co-host is Take. So thank you for joining us. Can you hear us? Okay.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much. So tell everyone a little bit about yourself. We told them that you were a police officer. Are you still active or are you retired?
No, I'm retired. I retired as a captain from the New York City Police Department.
Awesome. And how long did you work for them?
20 years.
Amazing. And you're from New York City?
Lifelong New York City resident.
Awesome. Well, I know Take wants to ask you some questions about New York City, and then I want to ask some questions about scams and things of that nature and investigations. But Take here is also from New York.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure to talk with a NYPD captain retired. I grew up a little bit north of New York City, and New York City was my playground when I was a teenager. So I always joke around about how much different Times Square is now than when it was in the 90s, in the late 80s, and it was just cleaned up. Like, I mean, you guys did a crazy job cleaning it up, and I always joke around because that's who I am, and I'm like, I need the dirt to come back, but it really is a crazy transformation what happened down there, and I mean, was that some of your doing? And obviously we know the stories of the mayor and you know the mafia, New York City, and all that. But like, how did you guys get it so clean down there?
It was really aggressive policing, a philosophy that unfortunately went away, and I think it's by necessity going to have to come back. If you've ever heard of a broken windows theory of policing, where the theory of broken windows is that if you allow a building to just sit vacant and eventually small things happen, people start breaking windows, the grounds around the building aren't kept up properly, and the atmosphere that's created by that, an atmosphere that nobody really cares what's going on there, it leads to first smaller crimes and then larger crimes. So the point being is that if you give the appearance that somebody cares about what's going on at a location, everything trickles down, and you end up with a much safer environment. Now, unfortunately, that's kind of, I don't know the last time you've been around Times Square, but it's kind of...
That's what I was going to say. It's been 15 years. I'm talking 10, 15 years, so it's got a little bit of a decline, again, you're saying, right?
Yeah. Now again, once, everything kind of was put on hold once, and actually it was a little sad. I mean, besides all the other aspects of the pandemic, but Times Square and a lot of areas of Manhattan, really with the, people just don't want to go there anymore. And with the, with crime statistics up quite a bit, I'm hoping at some point we're going to see a turnaround with that.
Mm. Yeah, I was wondering if crime was like the same or worse since the pandemic, because I know during the pandemic, New York City was like a ghost town, right?
Yeah, but unfortunately, the statistics are way up right now with crime, and that has less to do with the pandemic and more to do with different laws and initiatives, bail reform laws. Nobody's going to jail anymore.
Oh, I see. Okay. So we need more consequences.
Absolutely.
The joke always was when I was a teenager, and I mean, I would take the train in from, Westchester or Poughkeepsie area, and, we would always just be able to go into the corner store being 17 years old and buy alcohol or smoke pot on the street. And it was always like, oh, the police have so much going on, they're not going to mess with us. Is that kind of the philosophy down there? Like, there's just so much going on. You have to kind of pick and choose your battles.
Well, you always had to. That's never changed. You always had to show some discretion and as you say, pick your battles. But now it's even, I mean, there have been some, I mean, all I can call them is absurd legal philosophies recently from district attorneys' offices. The Manhattan district attorney, the newly elected from this past year, Manhattan district attorney, went on record as saying that he was not going to pursue robbery with a gun charges unless the gun was actually used. And so, I mean, you think about that. What he's saying is that if somebody just pulls a gun on somebody and steals their money, he's only going to be concerned about it if the gun is actually fired and the victim actually gets hurt. That's absurd.
Thought process crazy. There, just because there's so much there's so many people that they need to put through the system that they're going to let those types of people go?
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole culmination of, besides bail reform, trying to reduce the incarcerated population, which I'm all for. The less people you have in jail, the better. But do it the right way. Don't just say we're going to have less people in jail, no matter what the ramifications are. That if they, I mean, there are certain people that, face it, need to be in jail.
Right. So true. Or
yeah, my neighbors.
So, as you worked as a policeman, did you have a lot of people come in to report scams or fraud?
Yeah. Now, I mean, I'm going back to my time on patrol was mostly pre the computer age. So I'm talking more about street scams, but yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. So you didn't see a whole lot of I guess we'd call them cyber scams or phone scams. I don't know what they would call.
Not when I was actually on patrol, because it didn't exist really. We're talking about the late 80s or early 90s.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. So, do you have any, so a lot of us, do you talk to scammers? We get some information from them, like we usually get their IP address. Every once in a while we do get their real name, but a lot of these people are not in the United States. And that's the trouble that we have with reporting it. Do you have any, tips for, I guess you'd call it, people that investigate crimes on their own, how would you say, amateur investigators?
Well, see, investigating it on their own, I mean, personally, I would be careful with that. And I understand, believe me, I'm all for these scambaiters. Anytime I see them make it difficult for somebody who's scamming, I love it. I just wouldn't want to do it myself, because I don't want to open up something because technically I know I wouldn't be good enough. I wouldn't know how to set up like a virtual machine myself so that I wouldn't be able to get it traced back to me, and I wouldn't want to make it so that all of a sudden I have now made myself a target because I've made it difficult on some person or some enterprise. Right. But for people who know what they're doing with it, I'm all for it. That's great. Anytime you can make it more difficult for the scammer.
Oh, that's great, because I was worried we'd get arrested today. That you'd put out a warrant for us.
Now, the only time I would say that would be another thing, too. I would tell people, just be careful that what you're doing is not breaking the law in making it difficult for the other person.
Right. And can you think of any ways that would jump out at you that we could potentially be breaking the law and might not know it?
Well, I would think that, if you're making it difficult for the person and now you try to turn the tables and you want to say, okay, you want $400 from me, but you know what? I'll send you $1,000, but you send me a couple $100 first, and for some reason, if you end up doing these exchanges, I wouldn't want to get involved with that where you're taking anything and benefiting from it.
Right. But just calling people, I guess you would say prank calling, is that in any way illegal?
You can make it. Crank calling can be, if you really want to read New York State's penal law, crank calling actually could fall under aggravated harassment, because aggravated harassment is when you're causing annoyance and alarm by some type of means, like a telephone. Now, have I ever heard of anybody getting arrested because they called up and said your refrigerator's running, you better go catch it, or something like that? I've never heard of it. But
Bart would be.
There's a fine line there, but I know what you're saying. If I'm not mistaken, there's some crazy laws still on the state on the books in New York. I don't think they ever took them out. If I'm, and you probably know more than I do, but I was reading in a magazine one time, and it was the stupid rules and laws in the 50 states that are still on the books. And I mean, women aren't supposed to drive after 12 o'clock on Sundays or something like that. Or if you see a policeman on the side of the road pulling someone over, you're supposed to beep. Try beeping at a cop now on the side of the road. I wouldn't do that. But I mean, some of those things are still in there, and I'm sure, I don't know if anyone would ever mess with people for calling up Walmart and saying, hey, I was just in your store and I was harassed because I was hula hooping and I was drunk, and, that's wasting time. I worked retail for so many years. I mean, you used to get crazy people that would call, and how do you even know it was a prank? They could have been just crazy. But hooking up to people's machines, I'm with you. I mean, I wouldn't do that until I 100% knew what I was doing, because I wouldn't want to bring more problems my way. So when we do call these idiots, we're always very careful with burner phones or text now numbers and things like that.
I'll tell you, the thing that I find interesting from a perspective of going back before we were actually in the cyber world is when I look at it, I see these scams are basically all the same. It's just they had to be done in person or in the phone, and now it's just opened it up for the scammer to become so much easier that they're able to they're able to do it online. I had the first scam that I really had contact with as a cop. It's still out there today in a different version. It's a job scam. I was working patrol, and one morning on my foot post, I had started getting 1, 2, and before you know it, I had 15 or 20 people that came up to me. All of them had the same typed letter, and all of them had a construction hard hat. And the story was that they had been, the day before, they had gotten hired for some construction job where they were giving union membership, and they gave them this official-looking union card. They gave them the hard hat, and they told them to report to this address to start working on a construction project as a laborer the next morning. And they charged them $100 for it to get into the union. And, of course, the address didn't exist. And this was all morning that day. I had to have had 20 or 30 people come up with that same letter, carrying that same hard hat and fake union card.
That's
so, I mean,
so
this is
sad.
really, I mean, the same type of stuff is going on there, just using an online method for it.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we're dealing with, and that might have been even hard to track down, even if that was coming from even New York, because scammers are everywhere. When we deal with the scammers, we're really dealing with different countries a lot of the time. And what makes it so frustrating is that there's, call centers where people just go to work and can clock in, and there's a cooler in the break room, and meanwhile there's 50 computers there, and their job is to call people in America and say that they're from the Social Security Administration, and they're going to shut your number down and stop your benefits unless you take all of your money out and put it on a gift card and secure it, and then read them the numbers, and it's tolerated. That's what's so frustrating, and it's hard because it's international as well. So even if they do know where they are and who they are, if there's no crime or victim, it's very hard to do anything. So it's just very frustrating that it seems like it's a little bit more corrupt there. And I know we have that going on here, but we would never, I think, have a ton of call centers in a city where there could be 50 people in each one saying they work at Amazon or Social Security or Apple or Microsoft and try to get people's money. It's just tolerated there, I think, is where I'm at.
Because I think we all just have learned to accept that scamming is a part of life, that, the internet has become the Wild West, because think about it, if we were walking down the street and every day, somebody came up and either tried to grab our wallet or put a gun to us, we wouldn't just go on and say, you know what, he didn't get my money, so I'm all right. But that's really what this is. I mean, I can't tell you how many times, I'm getting the spoofed, Amazon calls, or the, you look at the email address, and they might have the Cyrillic letter in there that makes it look like an A, and if you and if they send out thousands of these things, I guess if they get just one or two hits, they've made their money for the day. But and even the like you say, it's international. The police, I know the NYPD, at least in the last couple of years, they are taking some steps, because the cops now actually have an app where if somebody does report some type of a cyber fraud, they at least are prompted to ask certain questions rather than just tell them report it to the FBI or something like that. So they are getting more of the street cop involved with at least the initial investigation.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good news.
That's a great point you make, though. Like, I guess there's a lot of hopelessness that goes on with a lot of these scams, because one of them is they are foreign sometimes. Sometimes they're not, but, especially when they're foreign, it's harder you can't really go to India or Nigeria and accuse somebody of a crime and have them arrested there. But that's a really good point about how if this was going on in our faces, we would not be ignoring it, but it's being ignored a lot these days.
And I mean, there's over $1 billion going into their hands from these scams just into India, and India is not the only country that's obviously full of scammers. We have them in every country, and scamming is going to exist forever. But when I see $1 billion going into just the New Delhi area or the Calcutta section of India, it breaks my heart, and I feel like there has to be something that can be done. And I mean, I think when I was doing a little research on you're a professor, and you kind of focus or give lectures on Homeland Security, right?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. I mean, will this ever become a thing where the Homeland Security can get involved, or something political or something? I mean, we're just trying to figure out a way to end it.
See, as long as it's like right now, you mentioned the international aspect of it. That's what makes it so difficult, because, and again, my understanding right now, with my knowledge of this, is that if you peel back the onion, you mentioned some countries, but the overwhelming majority of these are going to trace their way back to some type of Russian organized crime, or at least Eastern European, and wherever you have countries that you're not going to get any cooperation in prosecuting, even if you were able to trace it back to a particular location, a particular group. If you're not going to get any kind of cooperation from that country, then it's pointless, because they can just go, as long as that host country is not going to crack down on it, then there's not a heck of a lot that can be done. And and again, that's with my reading, that's where, no matter how it looks, most of these trace their way somewhere back to Russia and Eastern Europe.
Okay.
Interesting.
I guess all we can do then is just try to stay ahead of all these scams and educate people so they don't fall for them.
Absolutely. One thing that I always tell, and I'm usually, when I'm teaching, I teach mostly physical security, but you cannot really disconnect the two completely, because the whole idea is any type of cybersecurity, there's always going to be a physical security component to it. But one thing that I always preach is that when we're talking about your own personal security, is that just don't, if you have not initiated whatever the engagement is, between you and whatever the entity is that's on the phone or online, if you didn't initiate it, be suspect of it.
Right. Yeah, and the only thing we keep seeing, and I totally agree, and I think that's a great message. And the one thing that we're seeing too is some of these scammers are paying for Google ads. So when somebody searches Facebook support, then the scammer Google ad comes up, and they think that they're reaching out to the real Facebook.
Yeah.
So it's just it's really a mess.
No. Some of these are a lot more sophisticated than just some misspelled ad with a wild-looking email address or something. They're a lot more sophisticated, and I got my identity stolen a couple of years ago, and it was. I thought I was being like let's say a half-ass scam baiter, because I got a phone call from somebody who said they were the teller at a bank, the bank that I had my accounts with, but they said they were in a branch in a town in New Jersey. And I said, okay, what can I do for you? And the teller was asking me for my Social Security number to verify my identity. And I said, I was born at night, but not last night. And they told me that somebody was in the branch trying to cash a check, and they had a driver's license with my name on it. And I said, well, did you call the police? They said, the police are right here. And I said, put the police officer on. And then this other voice came on and started talking, and I said, this is pretty good. I said, you're pretty good here. I got to give you credit for this. And the guy is just saying, look, we're here. There's somebody here we have with a license to your name. So I said, you know what? I said, I'll call back. And what I did was, what the police department that this gentleman said he represented, I just quickly looked up and got a phone number and called, and sure enough, it turned out it was legitimate. And somebody was in a branch trying to cash a check on a driver's license that had my name on it. And
oh my God.
But to this day, even though I'm thankful, I think, what kind of training does that teller get where he just calls on the phone and asks me for my Social Security number,
Yeah.
But it was a legitimate attempt to steal my identity. Well, they had stolen my identity and was to access my account.
Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what about someone? Sorry, go ahead, Take.
No, yeah, go ahead. I think Diesel Mike, if you were going to ask his question, that's why I love having the chat, because that's a perfectly great question, and I would have forgotten. But I'd love to get a police officer's take on that. So go ahead, please.
Yeah, they're asking about like the support the police scams or organizations. Those are kind of common too.
Yeah, and you have to be very careful with those, because unfortunately, I think for every one legitimate, there's probably 50 scams going on out there, and that's why, my advice to anybody is, if anybody's getting solicited for to support any type of law enforcement or police function or organization, they should actually really check it out first before they make any type of contributions, because, like I said, unfortunately, you know as well as I do, scammers will try for the low-hanging fruit, and people will think, oh, hey, police widows and orphans, 9/11 funds, different things that are going to pull at a person's heartstrings, let's say, and they'll you have to really check and make sure that those are legit.
Right. Do you have any that you recommend, like if somebody would like to donate to the police? Do you have any organizations that you know of? Or do people just call the police department and donate that way?
You can call the police department. There's the one that I know of that's kind of an all-purpose one that's completely legit, because not only does it deal with police, but it also deals with military. It's Tunnels to Towers, and they've been extremely helpful over the years in helping out police widows, military widows, disabled veterans who had become, maybe they lost a leg or an arm in combat, and they've been able to either get them homes or pay their mortgages or to renovate their homes to be more conducive to whatever their disability was. But Tunnels to Towers is a very, very fine organization.
Okay. Well, that's great to know. If anyone has any desire to donate to the police, I just posted the link to that he's talking about, and we have good authority that it's legitimate. So check that one out. If
And you're teaching. Are you a professor right now? Is that what you're doing in your retirement? You're still giving lectures and things like that.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
like at a local New York City type of college.
It's actually a state college, and again, I teach courses in physical security.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
And then you have a bunch of books out. I mean, we didn't even get into that. We've been talking for almost 40 minutes, I think. And I mean, you're a pretty. I mean, you're a big time author. You have a bunch of books out there. And I think your most successful book or your funniest book is what's it called, Dark Nights or something like that.
Yeah, I have a series, and I thank you for saying a big-time author, although I wouldn't actually say that. But it's...
I mean, you have books out there. That's pretty accomplished.
Yeah. It's a series that talks about... It's sort of a memoir-type series, but it's not so much cops and robbers. It's more of the looking at it through the prism of the dark humor that's associated with police work. A lot of the stories that are funny, and some of them in a very dark way, but because I always thought, and I still believe, that cops have some of the best senses of humor, and a lot of that's by necessity because there's so much of the dark side that you see when you're working that you can't internalize all of that, and there needs to be an outlet, and sometimes humor is that most appropriate outlet.
Yeah, for sure. That's a great point.
Yep. I mean, you guys see people at their worst, and I always said, police and teachers should be paid a lot more than some of the athletes, if not all the athletes, because, I mean, you guys risk your life every single day. Yeah, there's some bad apples in any organization, of course, but for the most part, anytime I've dealt with a police person, it's been very, I feel safe. I see them in my city. I feel like I can walk down the street, and some countries don't even have the luxury of having what we have here. And I feel like the police department gets taken for granted so much.
Right.
And I really just think you guys deserve all the money in the world. And you really see people at their worst. So I definitely need to read your humorous take on things.
No, I naturally I agree with you. I mean, that's the whole essence of police work, that you see people at their worst, that 24 hours later, when they're not under the influence of fear, rage, drugs, alcohol, they'd be completely different people.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I had my runs in when I was 16, 17. Now that I look back, I'm like, oh my God, I feel so sorry for the cop who had to arrest me. But, and I'm obviously small time than what you're dealing with in New York, on the city streets. But how real is there one show out there that portrays the reality of police? Not the reality shows, but I mean like the Law and Orders and the other show with Donnie Wahlberg, whatever. I forgot his the show that it is. But like, there's so many shows out there with police, and I'm wondering, what do the police actually feel about these shows? Are they like, oh, they got it right, or no, NYPD Blue is not accurate at all? That type of thing.
To be honest with you, I don't really watch any of them. The thing that always, and so I really couldn't comment so much on them. One thing I will say that always bothers me, and it probably shouldn't, but if there's a movie or anything, I always, and that's something I actually tried to get right in my books, because it always bothered me when, I'd watch something and they'd have obviously a phony badge that wasn't the type of badge, or was the wrong patch, or was the wrong uniform. I would lose the story then when I would see that. But I really don't. I don't watch a lot of these shows at all on TV, so I really wouldn't be able to comment on the authenticity of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, gotcha.
Well, I know most of the guys that are in it are like real hot with ripped abs. I'm sure that's not always true.
Yeah, I mean, right. Like every single New York police officer can't look like TakeAGlassofwater.
So, even back like before the internet, was there any romance scams?
What type of, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Romance.
The romance scams?
Yeah, like,
That would, like, not, okay, that one's define to me romance scam.
So like how it's defined today is one person pretends to be somebody they're not. They pretend to have feelings for somebody and then they use that person to try to get, money from them. I guess that's how we define it today.
Yeah, I mean, that's a version of where, somebody, and I shouldn't be sexist with this, but it would normally be, saying the female looking for a sugar daddy. I mean, of course that happened, but I'm not sure if it was happening in kind of the organized way that someone might be putting it out there now on the internet. The scams back in the day, and still that are going on the street, are more of these intimidation type things. Like at Times Square has been always scam central, with the superhero and Disney characters out there. You want to pose for a picture with me, and then when you pose for the picture, they're demanding $10, and they're going to try to intimidate you if you don't want to pay. Or somebody comes up and says they just cut this CD and they're giving it away, and they ask for your name, and then they sign it. And as soon as they sign it to you, they want money, because now they're going to intimidate you to say that, well, I signed it to you. I can't give this to anyone else anymore. And the whole idea is they try, a lot of these ones on the street, they're trying to intimidate in order to just kind of strong arm you into paying something to get away. But and I don't like, I mean, there used to be the 3-card Monte. I don't see too much of that anymore out there. But one that I think is pretty common out there now is, it's the broken glasses guy, or it could be anything, but a guy that bumps into you and then says you broke his glasses, or it could be anything else. And now again, it gets into the intimidation, trying to get you to say, you got to pay for this, give me a few bucks for it, and and he's scaring you with it, and so I mean, those are the type of things that are still out there.
Well, they do that with the internet ones. They definitely try to intimidate.
Oh, I've had that too. I've had the emails that come to me and say that if I don't pay them, they're gonna publish embarrassing photos of me. And at this stage of my life, if somebody's got embarrassing photos of me, go ahead, publish them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, interesting. So, there's not really any like kind of. Is there any kind of online tools that police use to investigate crimes that citizens can use?
That online schools. I mean, there's all kind of different courses you can take, but I mean, even like the school that I teach at, it's part of New York State University. There are. Actually, like the courses that I teach are part of a cybersecurity program, but I just happen to do the physical security aspect of it. But there's they touch on those topics, for the students that are getting that degree. But if somebody just wanted to take a course on this, I'll be honest with you, there's not one I could say I know and recommend, but I'm sure there's all kind of correspondence and online training you can take.
Yeah. What about like private investigator type of certifications? Do you think those are good for like learning to investigate crimes, or no?
Yeah, private investigators license, you got to be careful with, though, because in New York State, there's specific guidelines where you can get licensed as a PI, a private investigator. But there's all kinds of these different training courses for PI that you'll see online, but they don't do anything to actually get you licensed. You have to fit a certain criteria. You either have to have had 20 years as a police officer, or you have like 3 years, I think it is, of some type of investigative training that you've worked for a PI for, I think it's 3 years. And then you have to take a test. They give an ongoing test with New York State, and then you post a bond, and they license you if you would pass the test as a private investigator. But you could take, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with taking courses to increase your knowledge, but any type of course you take is not doing anything to enhance your qualifications to become a private investigator. It would hopefully increase your knowledge of the subject matter, but you need to have that experience factor in order to qualify and then to take that test.
Right. Okay. Well, that definitely makes sense. So any other tips or anything that you have for us? I know we talked about, I think the thing about, not to go way back to the beginning, but I think that thing about, you said the aggravated harassment. I think we're not worried about that because we'd have to have a criminal come forward and say that we're being a criminal, and we're not really worried about them coming forward to report themselves in order just for probably what would be a petty crime of harassment,
Yeah.
But
one thing that I do know that I think sometimes, like we mentioned earlier, that the frustration comes from not being able really to do anything about these scams. And one of the things that I know of is, I'm not certain how effective it is, but I've heard it is, that if you've ever heard of the IC3, it's the Internet Crime Complaint Center.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you have some type of scam, you can just go report it online to the IC3. And they do aggregate this, because normally the FBI, they're not going to get involved with this stuff unless it reaches scams in the millions. But if they get similar cases, they can aggregate them to the point where they say this looks like the same scam, the same enterprise, and then if it reaches a certain threshold, maybe the FBI will become interested in it. But at least it to me, it would give somebody an avenue of doing something. Something happens and my local authorities don't appear that they're going to be able to do anything. At least I can report it somewhere.
Right, that's a great point, and I have been trying to do that more. I think that's a great point. It doesn't hurt anything to report it on there. And then, like you said, if they get enough cases against one entity, then they can hopefully take some action.
Correct.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people that do what we do, and they say, "Oh, well, I reported it. I'm working with the FBI." But I mean, how true is that? I mean, if it's the FBI will not get involved, is my understanding, unless it's like you said, it has to be an astronomical amount of dollars, and I'm not talking even $100,000. It has to be more than that usually. So I think it is what we're saying here. The best place to start, if somebody calls you and you realize you made a mistake and you gave Amazon, a $500 gift card or a $2,000 gift card or whatever, it's best to report it online on that website, or maybe talk to your local authorities first.
I would do both.
Just to report it.
Again, that whole thing with the IC3 is, maybe you're not going to ever hear about it again, but maybe you got hit for $1,000, but maybe 1,000 other people got hit for the same scam and also reported it, or maybe 10,000 people did, and there's always a chance the volume of it then gets the attention of the FBI.
Right.
Yep.
That's a good point. And then what about the FTC website? Do you find that would be helpful as well?
I'm sure it would be. I'm not that familiar with it. I've never really used that, but I'm sure that certainly would be. That would be a source.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. So if we find any potential victims, we've been telling them, of course, report to their local police, dispute charges with their bank, and then we could add report to the IP3. Is there anything else, any other recommendations you have for victims that we talk to, like victims that actually lose money?
The only thing I would say with that is, and again, my understanding is that if you're the consumer in this, at least if you stay with it, normally, again, I've never had a personal experience with this, but I've known people and I've read material on this. Usually, if you're a consumer, you're dealing with a credit card, you're dealing with a bank, you're usually, if you stay with it, you're going to get reimbursed if you stay with it. And that's advice there. If it didn't look like originally you were going to, I would say to keep at it, because my understanding is that the consumer will usually get reimbursed. Not so much for the small business, if it's the small business that ends up getting scammed, but usually the individual consumer does stand a good chance of getting reimbursed if they stay with it.
Okay, that's great to know. You can't just, it is definitely work. You can't just try once and then give up. So I definitely agree that that's a great, great point.
So obviously you've had your share of, I'm sure, cases, and you're interrogating people, and you don't want to reveal all your secrets, obviously. I mean, some of them can be looked up online, obviously. But can you give one tip to everybody? How do I tell if somebody's lying to me? Is it really true if they look to the left, or if they raise their eyebrows, or if they ask a question, if they answer a question with a question? Like, is there just one tip that can make it a little easier to know if I'm getting scammed in real life by somebody? Like where was she last night? You know, like how would I know if they're lying to me?
There's nothing's 100% foolproof, but a couple of things that are kind of tried and tested is if somebody is lying, if somebody's scamming, it's a lot tougher to keep track of what they've said. So the idea is when you talk to somebody, if you're strategically asking the same question at various times and making sure that you're getting the exact same response, because if it's the truth, the person will come back with the same response. And if it's not, if it's some story they came up with, it's a lot easier to get the facts a little bit mixed up, to get them a little bit wrong. So just having some type of method where you're asking the same question over a period, and not making it just look like, you're not asking a question and immediately asking it again, maybe waiting a little bit and then asking it in a different form and seeing what answers you come up with, because obviously the scammer or the liar is going to have different information.
Yeah, I think that's a great thing we can do to scammers. If they make a comment early in the conversation, you can ask them again later in the conversation, just to show everyone, in case anyone needs further proof, that they're
definitely can work for the scamming situation. But I just need to know if these people are really where they say they are. I mean, if she says she's out with her friends for dinner, I really want to know that. That's all.
I think you should be less nosy, and then that would help.
Right. Sometimes you can't give credit sometimes for people having come up with so much of a backstory. One of the things I did after I retired was I did insurance investigations for a while, and one of the typical types of fraud I used to get was auto insurance fraud, where because of a lower rate, people would insure their car, let's say in Pennsylvania, whether it was a fictitious address or a friend or relative's address, when they were living and their whole life was in New York. And one of the easiest ways to just to break one of these cases was when the person would say that, I work as a school teacher in New York City, but I live 150 miles away in Pennsylvania, and I drive every day. And just say, I can't tell you how many times it was as simple as saying, tell me the route you take when you drive to work. And they hadn't thought of that. And, so I mean, right there, case closed.
Right. That's a great point.
Yep. That's the end of that conversation.
Yeah.
And while we have somebody on the phone who's been with the NYPD for so long, I have to ask, because it's been fascinating as a New Yorker. We've seen the decline of the mafia, and at least in the news it says there's no more mafia. I mean, in the 5 families that are famous that we all hear about. I mean, is that true? Is the mafia still existent in New York City?
I'm sure that there is always going to be some segment of that type of organized crime. I do believe, though, that they really, especially the federal government, really put a hurting onto that type of enterprise. Whether they've gone completely underground, I mean, you're always going to have some type of organized crime, but I don't think it is in any way at the same level as it was in the John Gotti days.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But there's kind of like my error, and it sounds like it was your error, in the early '90s, late '80s.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Now, can you give us a good, like one little story from your book, or a little excerpt of, the humorous side of things, like just like a funny story, maybe?
A funny story.
That's coming from someone that gets mad when you ask him for a funny story.
Okay, one that comes to mind.
No one wants to be put on the spot, so I apologize. But I mean, your book, it does say the dark humor of the NYPD, right? So I'm fascinated by this book. I can't wait to get it.
Okay, so when I had reached the rank of lieutenant, I was drafted into internal affairs for 2 years. If you wanted to go anywhere else, like the Detective Bureau or narcotics, you had to do 2 years in IAB. And again, I don't know if anybody who wanted to go to internal affairs, but hey, it was there for a purpose, and it was a 2-year tremendous learning experience. But one of the first cases that I had was a complainant who had called up. The guy was an accountant. He said, well, he had called up made the complaint through the IAB action desk, but when I had spoken to him on the phone, he was an accountant. He sounded perfectly lucid, perfectly coherent, and his complaint was that a sergeant from the local precinct had broken into his apartment and had burglarized his house. And again, it sounded, this guy sounded really legitimate, so I made the appointment to go with a sergeant over and interview him in person. He lived in an apartment building. It was a very nice apartment building with a doorman, and he was on one of the upper floors. Let's say it was like the 15th floor. And in talking to him, again, his appearance was such that, made him look very normal, very legitimate, and his tone of voice was very normal. And he's talking about how when this sergeant came into his apartment, and then he starts mentioning that he actually came in the night before, too. So now I'm just getting curious because we're on like the 15th floor, and there's only the door to enter the apartment, and there's a balcony. And I'm saying, he come in through the front door? And he goes, no. I say, he come in through the balcony? And he said, no. And I said, all right. I said, I give up. I said, how did he get in? And he goes, oh, he comes in my dreams. And
okay.
I said, oh, okay, he comes in your dreams, right? He said, oh, yeah, and he's talking like this is completely normal. Yes, he comes in my dreams. And I'm ready to just stop the call for the interview right there. And my partner who was with me decided to have some more fun with this. He says, wait a minute. So he starts asking all these questions with, how is he dressed when he comes in his dreams? How are you dressed? Does he touch you and then all in your dreams and all this? And it went on and on. But that was an easy case to close, let's say.
Yeah, I'd say so. I hate when people touch me in my dreams.
Yeah.
Well, definitely everyone go check out Robert's books. We put a link to his Amazon below in the description. Good morning, Virginia. It's been super great having you on. Is there anything else you want to just tell everyone before we let you go?
No, it's been a pleasure. I thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time. We learned a lot from you, and thank you so much for coming by.
My pleasure.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks so much for doing this.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. All right, thanks
Take care.
so much. Yeah, have a great day. Thank you.
You too.
All right, bye.
Bye, sir.
That was awesome. I never would have thought in a million years, because we don't talk to I've never talked to someone from Russia that he would say like that's kind of the basis of most crimes, and that Russia doesn't care. You know. I mean, I thought that was interesting.
Who knows how much up the level it goes? I mean, obviously we're deeper into that part of the crime, so we know, there's a call center boss and they go after him, but we don't know if he's reporting to somebody even bigger. You just never know. Oh, is that somebody calling in? Who's that now?
That's a scammer wanting his gift cards.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
He really wants them, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why he wants his gift cards.
Is Raz going to call back in?
Yeah, Raz, do you want to call back in since I hung up on you? I'm really sorry about that. She might not want to now. Because I basically hung up on her. I'm sorry, Raz. I really am. Virginia, it's super great to see you. Good morning. And Anushka, it's so good to have you. I'm not sure if we've had you stop by in the morning. If we have before, sorry. It's hard to keep up, but it's super great to have you. Anushka was one of my first scam baiting friends when I first came across Pierogi. So it's great to have her stop by my stream now, almost a year later.
Yeah, and she does a good job in that Pierogi stream. I mean, talk about being a mod. There's 3,500 people at once.
Yeah,
how do you even manage that? Right. How do you even manage that? That's like a paying job. I mean, somebody's going to say something stupid. It's never me, though. I'm very polite when I go to see Pierogi, but, there's a lot to watch.
Yeah, let me see if I can post his link here. It's also in the description. Let me see, though, if I can post it. But he has a pretty good collection of books. Like, what did you say? Like, I mean, I was impressed by how many books he's written.
To me, he's accomplished. He's an accomplished author. I mean, I have 0. So anybody who's got one, that's a big deal. I mean, he got published, and it's on Amazon, and you can buy it, and it's just amazing that he can accomplish all that. He was a cool guy.
Yeah, it's been really nice. We've had several, thank you so much, Anushka. So sweet of you. We've had several awesome guests, like the one that we'll have on Friday that volunteered their time, to just come by just to talk to us. Like, we're not paying these people. They're just volunteering their time and knowledge. So it's really awesome. And the one on Friday, is really awesome, y'all. We have he's a comedian. He wrote, for The Tonight Show, he wrote a lot of Jay Leno's opening jokes. What do they call, like, the monologue jokes? Is that what he called it?
Yeah, I mean, he explains the whole process of the writers for the late night shows, because I was always fascinated in that. As somebody who loves comedy, when Jay Leno comes out and he talks for 10 minutes and he tells the jokes, those are all written by people like the man that we talked to. And then he gets paid for each joke. So it was just fascinating. I mean, it's not the actual, like, Dave Letterman their deliveries are funny and they're funny people, but it's the writers that really make them who they are. And this guy was very close with Jay. I mean, he even talks about when he had open heart surgery. I mean, the first person to call him to make sure he was okay was Jay Leno. So, I mean, I don't know. I told him to put the good word in for us. Maybe Jay Leno will come on in a couple of weeks.
I think this is Raz.
Who's that, Mike Tyson?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hi there. Sorry that we hung up on you. I guess you forgive us, right? I say
you hang up on me, then you don't even open the phone line.
Yeah. I say us like Take had anything to do with it.
Well, there was an NYPD officer calling us. Sorry.
Yeah, so we were scared.
I know that. That was a great
Yeah, I thought it was about parking tickets.
He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Sound like
he was
a really
cool.
nice guy. So, yeah. So
what's going on, Raz?
Well, congratulations again to both of you on your 1,000 sub accomplishment.
Well,
I've been with both of you
Thank
from
you.
the beginning. So
Yeah.
glad to have
I
that.
personally would not have done it without you.
For sure.
Of course,
Yeah.
I would have given up a long time ago. But going into the flood and seeing you and Lisa and Betty and all these people that would and Kat, and I can go on and on. You were egging me on to make those phone calls, and I didn't even know there'd be a market for what I do with my nonsense. So, I'll always be in your gratitude.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Yes.
and both of you have done so well with your the scam show. Lots of fans in the scam show. That's great. Lots of people who listen, either can't catch it on the live show or will listen to it on the replay. And it's been a great effort. It's been a great trip, great road we went on to get to where you guys are today. So I'm proud of you both.
Well, we definitely couldn't have done it without you, without Genesis, without Mary, all Lisa, everyone that supported us. Wouldn't you say, Take?
I mean, I just did. I mean, it's like I'm floodlight for life. It's where I came from. 10 months ago, I was some idiot sitting on a park bench in New York calling into a show. And the next thing you know, I got great friends like Mary,
now?
and Lisa.
And how is that different today?
Yeah, really.
Except you have a channel with 1,000 people, but the rest of that is the same. You're still an idiot on the park bench.
Exactly. Well, I'm inside 'cause it's a little cold today, but it's been a fun 10 months. There's been some drama along the way, and there's been some haters, but for the most part, I've made a lot of great friends. And 1,000 subs is a big deal. I never thought I'd have one. So
absolutely,
it's just it's huge. I'm just so happy you called in. I mean,
thank you.
I'm you and Mary, and you guys make great calls yourselves, and I've been your biggest fan for a long time.
And the only place that people can hear your calls is on Harley and Ozzy's channel, right? Or is there some other place?
Oh, yes. The Humperdinck sisters and the entire Humperdinck family will probably circle back around over on Ozzy and Harley Bates' channel.
Okay.
So, anyway, thanks, Ozzy, for doing that for us. Much love. Much love to you guys. I'm going to hop off and let someone else call in.
Yeah, well, thanks so much for calling. We love you and appreciate you a lot. I'll post seriously. I'm looking for Harley and Ozzy's link to post. But thank you so much for stopping by. We love you.
Okay, love you back. Talk to you later.
Bye. Bye.
Yep, love you, Raz. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Before we take another caller, let me deal with this scammer. So, what should we tell him?
I mean, you still want to keep it going with him and talk to him?
I mean, I think I got basically the most information I get out of him. This is the one that I got a bank account in Peru. I got one and then 2 in the U.S. And he just wanted me. Yeah, Peru. Or Peru.
Peru, New York, or Peru, the country?
Peru. I was supposed to be buying a beach house there, but he calls it a bitch house.
Interesting.
So I went to the bank to tell him that I got the bitch house in Peru. And also
whatever you want to do.
Okay, I guess I'll talk to him for a minute. We'll just see how it goes. I can mute him and talk to you. Let's see what he has to say.
If I hear you say "go ahead, please," I'm gonna go nuts. But it's your call.
No, I'll definitely do. I'll definitely do it. Let's see what he has to say.
This guy's so stupid.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, madam. How are you doing?
Who's this?
This is.
I'm sorry. Who is this?
So, this is Sid, madam.
From Geek Squad. Sid? Oh! I thought I was talking to Jaden.
Yeah, Jaden is not reached the office yet. Okay, he's gonna talk to you. So you tell me, did you get the cards yesterday?
Yeah, I got 4 cards from Lois, but Jaden told me to only give them to him.
Yeah, you wanna give it to him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So which card you have got? Can you please tell me that?
Apple.
Apple gift card, and it is worth of 500, right? Each.
Yeah, but then I still have the other 37,000. I have to go to the bank. I didn't really understand why I needed gift cards when I'm going to the bank.
Yeah, Jaden will explain you each and everything. Okay. You just do one thing. Just be in your home. Okay. Jaden will going to call you within 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Within 15 minutes, he's gonna call you. Okay.
Okay, yeah, because I only can talk to him, and I know you're not him, because you're the Sid.
Yes, definitely. He told me to take a follow back from you. Okay.
Okay.
So he's gonna call you after 15 to 20 minutes. All right.
Okay. Thank you, the Sid.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Hey, Take. I think when he calls back, like, I'll just answer, like, you just answer my phone. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, if anyone missed it yesterday or missed the beginning of the stream, yesterday that person that I was just talking, talked to Renoa yesterday for like over 3, maybe 4 hours, which I gotta give Renoa some credit. She streamed yesterday for 8 hours. I can't do that, y'all. You know I love streaming, but after I've talked to like somebody for 3 or 4 hours, I can't deal with them anymore. But anyway, so she talked to him for like 3 to 4 hours, the one that just was speaking. And I was talking to, no, that wasn't the loud one. You'll hear the loud one in a minute. And I was talking to Jaden, who was sitting right beside this guy. So Renoa was on one phone and I was on the one next to him. So when Jaden calls back, I think you should just pretend like you answered we'll just have you talk like you're answering my phone. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, but that might ruin it, though. He might just hang right up.
I doubt it.
You don't think?
He's waiting for $39,000. He's pretty invested, you know?
We'll see. I'll just pick up the phone then. I just don't want him to hang right up.
I seriously
I'll try to
doubt
tone
he
it down
will.
a little bit and have a conversation.
Yeah, that's whatever you want to do. But he's very invested. Yeah, it was awesome, Z. He's very invested because he wants $39,000. So I seriously doubt he'll give up too easy. So yeah, while we wait for his call, is there anybody else that wants to call in? I can put the number back on. Up. We can also try, let's see, there's a number. Oh, I was going to try that Jacob guy back, remember? And see if he'll answer.
Oh, that guy from like last week or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I think it was just last week. He was waiting for $63,000 from me. You called him one time. I think it was it here on Twitch? I think it was on Twitch you called him. And
yeah.
Let's see if he'll answer. Hello.
Hello.
Dang, he was there for a second. He hung up. Let me try him back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And let's make sure real quick I'm calling the right number. Before we continue with this. But I heard someone for a brief second. Did y'all hear? Okay.
This guy's been going on for 2 to 3 weeks, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's been waiting for $63,000 from me.
And he called you back after I raged at him.
Oh yeah, he tried for several days afterwards to get the money from me.
Just like I said would happen. Yep, yeah. The greed is just ridiculous.
Yeah, for sure. He's on.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead, Take. You talk to him.
Hello.
Hello.
Namaskar. Aap kaise hai? Jacob? Hello? मेरा नाम TAGOW है.
Hello.
आप कैसे हैं चूतिया? Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Hello. Can we move past hello?
Who's this? Who's this?
मेरा नाम TAGOW है. तुम्हारा असली नाम क्या है? Who are you?
Hello.
Hello? You're a fun one, aren't you?
Hello.
Jacob?
Hello.
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 You know that word. You know that word.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं?
Who is this?
Hello.
Yes. Who
What?
is this?
I told you.
Who is
Can you
this?
talk to me? You know who I am.
Who is this? To whom you want to talk with, gentlemen?
You. I'm calling you. I want to talk with you.
Me?
Yes. I'm going to call you every
Me?
day. I want to be best friends with you.
Me? Me?
Yes, you.
Do you know me?
I want to get to know you. That's how friendships start. And you can't just put the phone down and block me. You don't know who I am, do you? आप हमें block नहीं कर सकते. I'll call you every goddamn day.
Excuse me, Mr. Gentleman. I just want to ask you one thing, okay? To whom
Anything.
you want to talk with?
Anything.
And what is your name? Can
And
you please
as long
tell
as
me?
it's not about my mom, my daughter, or my wife, you can ask me anything you want. Go ahead, please.
To whom you want to talk with? Can you please tell me the name?
I told you that. I want to talk with you.
See, that's not how it's gonna work, okay? I don't know.
Oh,
from where
well,
you
first
got
of
my
all,
number,
Chuthia, you don't tell me how
but
things
you
work.
are-
I'm in your phone. I'm in your head. Hell, I'm in your mom sometimes. I've been watching you. I know what you do. Now, answer me a question. Why don't you get a job? Why do you hurt people? Go ahead, please.
See, I don't know with whom you want to talk with and who has fucked your wife or who has fucked your mom. I don't know. But you are calling
You're so
me
mad,
and
Chuthia.
trying to and trying
Narakutia
to.
me आपका स्वागत है. I'm gonna call you all goddamn
I
day.
enjoy your
It's
call
TAGOW,
every day.
bitch.
You know, whenever you call me, I feel like yes, I have succeeded. I have fucked your life. That's the reason you're calling me every day.
Oh, that makes sense, right? Because you're making money right now. That makes sense.
More than me,
You're
bro.
the smart
That's why
scammer.
you are calling me every day. I'm not calling you every day. I have much more things to do because I'm.
You're hurting people every day, Chuthia. Why do you hurt people? What happened to you in your life? Like, did your dad make you bite the pillow when you were little?
Okay, call me
Like
after
why?
the time, okay?
Why is it okay to do what you do? Tell me that. Answer me the question, scumbag. That's the end of that conversation.
Let's see if I'll answer again, shall we?
Now, I don't even know which guy that was. I just start
No,
going nuts. Is that Jacob?
I mean, it's Jacob's number, but that definitely was not Jacob. So I don't know if he passed the phone to somebody else, or obviously it was still some kind of scammer, or if it was like another person that wasn't a scammer that got reassigned that number, they would have been like, what are you talking about? But he played along, so but it definitely wasn't Jacob.
I don't think his mom just dropped him on his head. His mom beat him repeatedly. That guy was stupid.
Let's see if he'll answer again.
The Text Now subscriber you are trying to reach is not available.
Wimp. Let's try a different number.
The Text Now subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message.
You scared him.
Yeah, I think we're done with him for today, but
How could you scare him like that? All right.
bad man.
You know, the other one I wanted to try before Jaden calls is that one that my dad was talking to from, with the real thick accent.
Oh, the band?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if he'll answer today. I might have to leave a message. And then have him call back. Wait, let me make sure the number I'm calling from can be called back. No, hold on. Okay. His name is Stuart. Stuart. He's a pastor, he says.
You gave him money?
The party you are trying to reach is unavailable.
Hold on,
Please
let me
leave a
leave a
message
message.
and someone will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hey, I was just calling to work out the arrangements for the money. Please call me back. I tried to sound different. Did I sound any different? Or did I sound the same?
Very sneaky. You're a very sneaky woman.
So he sent me a check in my mail and he told me to do a deposit with my phone. So I went into my fake bank and looked like I deposited it. And then I'm supposed to take out, like, he sent $4,800 and I'm supposed to take 36. I was supposed to Zelle 3,600. Oh, here's Jaden. So you're going to answer, right?
What did he want to do? I don't even know. Yeah, bring that shit to me.
Jaden's the one that is waiting for the gift cards that was from the same call center as Renoa.
You're all done with them.
Yeah. So you're going to...
Okay.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah, namaste.
Hello.
कौन है? आप कैसे हैं?
To whom you are talking?
I'm asking you. Who are you? तुम्हारा असली नाम क्या है?
I guess it didn't work.
Yeah, I knew that would happen. I knew that would happen.
But I mean, he's waiting for $39,000, like, and he's calling the same number. He talked to me for 3 hours yesterday on this number. Like, why didn't he even ask you who you are?
Try calling him back, and then just I'll stay out of it, and we'll try to pretend that never happened.
Okay, let's see what he does. We'll just pretend like it didn't happen. Here we go. Hello, Jaden?
Hello?
Jaden, is this you?
Yes.
Hey, it's Madison.
Hello?
Jaden, can you hear me? Or is
Yes,
this
I can hear you.
Or is this still Sid? I can't tell the difference. Can you say something? Hello? Jaden.
Hello?
Jaden, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Tell me.
Oh, hey, I was just calling you back. I think I still owe you some money. We had to take care of that.
Uh-huh.
Are you okay, sir?
And you just talked to you just talked to Zayden, right?
Who's this?
Wow.
Okay, wow, it only takes 2 sentences to let me just ask him, I'll just text him. Is this Jaden or not? I need to talk only to Jaden.
I still want to do the thing where you talk to them and then I intercept. I just want this stupid guy to be nervous now when he talks to people,
Yeah, for sure.
Like I feel like we could at least maybe save some potential victims just by messing with them a little bit.
Yeah, sure. We got him all spooked though, which is really funny because you hardly even said anything. So it takes very little to, it takes very little to mess with him, right?
This guy would get stabbed in a shootout.
Yeah, he would. Hey, Addie. Good morning. Or afternoon.
What's up, Addie?
Whatever time it is for you. Okay. So, let's see. Who else can we try here? I'm trying the same guy from before one more time, see if he answers. Gosh, I can't believe it's already almost 10 o'clock. Time flies when you're having fun.
I mean, what are you going to do? Tell an NYPD officer to hurry it up?
No, he was really interesting. I was glad he came on. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I can talk to him. I had so many questions for him, but we can't take all day.
The Text Now subscriber you are trying to reach is not available.
Oh, Ojaz just sent us a PayPal. Thank you, Ojaz. Let's give it a try. By the way, speaking of Pierogi, I just want to tell Pierogi, if you're listening in the shower, congrats on your last video, man. I think it was up to like 6 million views in a week. Let me see what it's at. Did you see that?
I've been out of it. I got to catch up on some videos. Usually I do that on Mondays. So Monday I'll catch up on my favorites like Payback and
I think it was
and
the one you were
Illogical.
talking to him about. It was like a week ago, and you asked him a question about it. I think it's that one. It's at 7.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, it's at 7.2 million views.
Because of us? Right?
Yep, definitely because of us. And so we just, Pierogi, we just wanted to tell you, you're welcome. Yeah, we're just kidding, obviously, if anyone doesn't know that. No, really, we're really happy for you. You definitely deserve it.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Pierogi, he crossed into he hit 2 million like a couple weeks ago, and I think he's already got another 200,000 subs. Yeah. I really think he's one of the top. I mean, if not the top scam baiter with subscribers. I think he's way at the top.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Pierogi. I mean, that's just unheard of.
And there's the link to the video if anybody didn't see it yet. He definitely deserves it. It's a very high quality, well-made video. I actually was, I hope this is okay. I don't know. Maybe this is wrong of me. You can tell me if this is wrong. But I was actually watching the video. I was watching his video trying to get some tips on how to better improve my editing. Or some ideas on, how to present my video or improve my editing. I don't know. Is that wrong? I guess I'm supposed to probably think of that stuff myself, right? Not steal it from Pierogi. But
I don't know. I mean, both of you to me are big brains. Your editing is top notch. I mean, I just get some pictures and put them up. I would have a dark screen if it wasn't for Lisa or Raz. People doing pictures for me.
Yeah.
So you're never gonna get out of me that you're not a good editor. But if you can get some tips from Pierogi, I mean, his videos, his thumbnails, everything he does, if you just want to talk YouTube specifics, I mean, they're very catchy. I mean, how could you not click on his video if you saw, just the thumbnail? I mean, definitely spends a lot of time with the editing.
Yeah, so he definitely deserves it. And so we consider him our friend. So I just wanted to tell him we're happy for you, buddy. Keep up the good work. And I know, and y'all know that with subs like that comes a lot of haters. He takes a lot of crap from a lot of people. So I just thought it would be nice to support him, but he definitely deserves it. That video was very well made. So anyway, I just thought of that.
Yeah, I love that video.
Thought I would put it out there. Okay, here's PayPal from Ojaz. Thank you, Ojaz.
I think I did watch that video about 1 million times. So
yeah, it's really good, really well made.
I am responsible for some of it.
So, and we're just happy, and not to mention that I know you all know he's just a real nice guy, real down to earth. Comes by, says hi to us little folks. So he's a great person to support. So yeah, he's definitely genuine. He
does more for our little show than Mike Tyson will ever do.
And he gets accused a lot of doing this just for the money, and if you just talk to him for a few minutes, you can tell. Even if you watch his streams, he really cares about this. He has a really big heart. And I think anyone that says that is just jealous. Sorry if anyone's watching and said that before. But if you get to know him, you'll realize that's not true. So, all right, let's try this PayPal. You have at it.
Thank you for connecting to the PayPal support. How may I help you?
Is this PayPal?
Go ahead.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit.
Hello?
Is this PayPal? Yeah, hello. Are you PayPal?
Yes, sir. My name is Albert, and you're talking to a PayPal support. How may I help you?
Okay, I'm very confused. I work for PayPal, and my boss left me a bunch of numbers to contact. We don't know who you are. Can you please explain who you are?
Talk to my supervisor.
Talk to her. Talk to your mother's there.
He just screams, talk to my supervisor.
Holding a line.
Hello?
Yes, hi, this is Mike. Very good morning. How do you say?
Oh, very good morning. Listen, what was your sweet name?
Okay, my good name is Mike.
Oh, Mike, nice to meet you, Mike. My name's Dean Michael Myers. I work for PayPal, and my boss, before he left, he gave me a list of numbers to check. We don't have a record of your number being an authorized PayPal. Who are you?
Okay.
Can you just please tell me who you are so I can tell my boss? I don't want to get fired. I'm sorry?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Exactly, like actually this is just a cancellation thing. It's a cancellation thing, like it provide us through PayPal, so we go as a Better Business Bureau as well. So like, how can I help you? Do you have any problem? Like, I do believe you talk with one of our agents. So
right, it's about the rooster farm. I purchased a goddamn rooster farm, and I don't know. I have 500 roosters, and I don't want these things. I paid the person through PayPal. Can I get my money back? Like, am I protected? Can you refund me the money? What am I going to do with 500 roosters?
Yeah.
What was I thinking? These are perverted roosters. Okay. Go ahead, please.
Yes, like we can help you to like refund back that $3.99. Okay. And as you said it, there was fraudulent transaction. Okay. So I will go ahead and log it in that transaction as fraudulent transaction. And like, as you know, that this is connected to, with a Better Business Bureau, so you have to be worried. So can you please confirm, like, what do you see exactly on your screen that on your email? Is that right? It's starting from
there's roosters everywhere, sir. I don't know. You're breaking up a little bit. I don't know. Can you get a clearer reception, maybe? I don't know. But there's about a bunch of roosters over here, and I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it would be cute to have a rooster farm, and I really don't want these roosters. Like, I really need my full refund back. Can you refund me the money? We're talking $93,000.43. I'm sorry?
Okay. We can do that. No worries. We can do that, okay? We can do that. So in order to do it, like, you have to connect to the server.
You can refund me all of the $93,000?
Actually, like, it's showing here just only the $3.99. It's not $1,000 or something. It's showing here $3.99. Is that correct?
Are you listening to me? I purchased a rooster farm, and I gave the gentleman a big payment through PayPal. I want all of my money back. You're talking about $300. I pissed $300. I want $90,000 back in my account right now. What am I going to do with 500 roosters? They're the wrong colors. They're red. I thought everybody would want red roosters. Nobody wants to do anything with these roosters. They're perverted, sir. I don't want these roosters on my farm anymore.
Oh. All right. So, like, you do one thing, like, we're gonna help you to, like, proceed the refund for you. So, like, we're gonna do our best for you. So, can you open the Google on your computer?
Listen, I got rooster problems. I'm going rooster crazy over here, and you're talking about Google Chrome and stuff like that. What am I gonna do with all these roosters, sir?
So, let me tell you. Okay, let me tell you. We're gonna go ahead and do our best for you. Okay, you don't have to be panicked. So, like, can you open Google Chrome? You have to contact
the patrol over here. Like, maybe send somebody over here with a sandwich and a net, and maybe catch these roosters.
All right. So what I mean, like, if you want to cancel, let me tell you. If you want me to cancel, like, all the transactions for you. Open the Google. When you open the Google,
I want a refund. There's two issues here, sir. There's more than two, actually. We'll get to your mental state in a second. But the main issue is 500 roosters are on my farm right now, and they're looking at me, and I don't feel safe walking around my farm naked. They're looking at my doodle dasher like it's a 12-course meal. These things. They're just looking at me. They're molesting me with their eyes. I want these roosters gone by 5 p.m. today. You need to send like a 18-wheeler here, collect these roosters, and bring them back to a different farm. I can't have these roosters here anymore. That's one issue. Second issue, I paid $90,000 through PayPal. I want my money back. Can you do that or no? Talking about Google Chrome and stuff. I just want my money back.
Okay. No, as you said, that is not a small amount. That is a huge amount. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna verify it for you. So I wanted to open the Google on your computer. Okay, can you open the Google on your computer? The problem is not in my
computer, sir. The problem is on my farm. There's roosters everywhere. Like I said, it's rooster crazy over here. Have you ever had 500 perverted roosters looking at you? Have you?
We have to verify it for you. Like, what we're gonna do is like we need to verify it for you.
I paid $400,000 to have this farm, sir. I should be able to just walk around naked and have my plum tree shaker flapping in the breeze. I shouldn't have to worry about roosters chopping it off with their beaks and the way that they peck at things. These are perverted roosters. I'm very afraid. Can you help me?
I already told you that I can help you, but what I'm telling is here, in order to verify it, in order to verify, you need to open the computer. Like you need to open Google on your computer, okay? We have to verify.
Open the computer and I keep talking about roosters, right? I don't know where the disconnection is. I mean, but we're going on a record-long call here. I mean, they say I don't do long calls, but I mean, me and you have been on the phone for a while, right?
I'm not sure what I was talking about, sir. I'm not sure.
I know.
You don't
I know.
listen to me. You don't listen to me.
I know. So, can you help me or not? Let's get back to the rooster problem. Is there anyone else in your office that I should be talking to? Do you have like a rooster department? Has this happened before, or am I the only idiot that thought I was going to make a profit on 500 roosters? What am I going to do with 500 roosters?
So let me tell you, sir. Like, what I'm telling you is, okay, in order to go and verify it, you need to open the Google on your computer. With the help of your computer, we have to go ahead and verify it for you to make sure you are the right person. Okay, so can you open the Google on your computer?
Sir, I wouldn't be this neurotic right now. I don't think anyone else would just call you up and be rooster crazy.
If that is not okay, then you can hang up the call, okay? That's fine. You can hang up the call. That is not okay, then you can hang up the call, okay? All right?
Well, I don't want to hang up. Why, you want to hang up?
That is not okay, and you can hang up the call, okay? Because I'm not trying to tell you anything. This is the cell call.
Are you getting frustrated with me? Are you getting frustrated with me, you little bitch? Stop scamming people. How could you sit here and pretend you work at PayPal every day? You're a fucking loser. Stop hurting people. Go home. Quit. Put your head on that one pillow you own. Go fuck yourself. Take a glass of water and fuck yourself. Go ahead, please.
Okay. If you want to hold the line, and please hold the line. I'm gonna transfer this call to the Better Business Bureau headline. Okay.
What do you know about the Better Business Bureau, you fucking idiot? You're still going on with this.
We'll go ahead and transfer
me to the Rooster Patrol. You're a loser. You hurt people. You know why you're poor? You're not poor because you live in India. You're poor because you're a fucking loser. Get a job. Stop hurting people. Go ahead, please.
He's transferring you.
Good.
I can't wait to hear what the Better Business Bureau sounds like.
Yeah, I got some words for them too.
You're at 10 minutes and 3 seconds.
This might be a record here. You heard it here first, folks. A long call.
Lots of awesome chicken jokes in chat. Have you seen them all?
No, I was too busy trying to get the drool off the phone because I was raging.
Y'all are very clever.
Where's Colonel Sanders when you need him?
There was a lot of real good chicken jokes in the chat, especially from DA.
Hang up on these fools and you call them back from a different number and you mess with them.
All right. Let me try, I'm going to try that Jaden guy one more time first, okay? Let me see if he'll answer. I can't believe, like, 2 little lines is costing, like, spooked him out of 39,000. Can you?
I mean, how long has it been? A week?
No, it's just been 1 day.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you think he realized that he's being baited by you?
I guess. But still. Anushka wants to know if you really walk around naked.
Yeah, well, I was gonna post a video, but I didn't want to. I'm teetering on going back into the 900 sub area, so I didn't want to lose more subs. But once we get into the safer waters, there'll be videos coming out.
I'm also have a romance scammer I've been baiting for a few days now. He just texted me, "Good morning. I have a dream. Are you ready to be my wife?" And it's been maybe 2 to 3 days that I've been baiting him.
Hello, Stephanie. Again.
I think Jaden hates me. Love you, MK.
The Text Now subscriber you were trying...
Yeah, you got him all spooked.
I can't even keep track of which one's which. So that one guy who I spoke Hindi when he called was the guy from yesterday? Or that was the guy that you've been baiting for 2 weeks?
No, that was the guy from yesterday.
Okay.
And now he won't talk to me.
And what about Jacob?
Jacob is the one from 2 weeks ago that I called his same number and we got that other one that was like, hello.
All right.
Hello,
and you
hello,
called back.
hello.
You want to try him again?
Yeah, sure. I tried him. I think I tried him once or twice. He didn't answer, but let me try from a different number.
Jaden is feeling jaded.
Yeah, he is. Oops, I'm accidentally called the PayPal
For calling
one.
Souk
I'll talk to
Latifa,
him.
how may I help you?
Yes, hello, sir. I got an email.
Yes, ma'am.
I got this email that
Yeah.
from PayPal. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Okay, can you please confirm me the ID number? You can check your email. There is an ID number which we provided to you.
Oh heavens. Is it numbers or letters?
It's an ID number or letters, maybe. You can see anything like that?
Maybe
Invoice ID number?
9685 R32728.
Yes. Okay, not an issue. So, madam, what do you want to do? You authorize this payment, or you want to cancel it and refund your amount?
Oh no, I don't know what Bitcoin is.
Yeah, it's a Bitcoin, madam. I do believe you know about the Bitcoin. So you
No, I
purchase
don't
Bitcoin
know.
from your PayPal? You don't know?
No, I don't know what that is.
So, madam, I'm going to ask you some questions. Like, did you ever provide your personal details with your any family member Are you any friends like who might they do this?
No.
It is,
I haven't done anything. Like, is the
but like
Bitcoin, is that like some illegal? Is that illegal?
so. No, it's not illegal, madam. It's legal, but I can see in my database like under your number 412-388-9134. This transaction is taking place from the PayPal account, and
Oh,
I can
heavens.
see in my database also the person who doing this. It's from Australia. So, do you know
Oh my
anyone from
God.
Australia? His name is
No,
Jacob.
Jacob?
No,
Oh
that
my
yeah,
heavens.
you know
I
that
know
person.
Jacob
You
from Amazon. I just talked to him 2 weeks ago, but I don't know anyone from Australia. You don't think that Jacob from Amazon
Amazon.
would have lied to me and he was really from Australia, do you?
That means, madam, this is a fraudulent transaction,
Do you think
right?
Jacob from Amazon could have bought the Bitcoin?
Yes, yes, of course,
Oh my
madam, right. So
gosh.
you provide your personal details to Jacob.
Oh, yeah, there was a mishap with Jacob. He
Oh my God.
he put too much
Oh my
money in
God.
my
Why,
account.
ma'am?
Um,
Too much money you put in your account?
yeah, this was about 2 weeks ago. He accidentally put too much money in my account, so I had to wire him the money back. And then somehow the money that he put, the extra, it got lost. I don't know. I don't know what happened, sir, but I hope he wouldn't lie to me. He seemed like such a nice young man. Hello? Hello? Are you there? Hello, sir. Are you there? Hello? He just stopped talking. I was just about to say, go ahead, please. And he just stopped. Are you still there, Take? Take?
Yeah, I had you on mute. Yeah, he definitely knew you were fucking with him, I guess, huh? At that point.
I guess. I don't know.
Call him
Okay.
back. I'll talk to him.
Okay. This is the one you already talked to. Oh, wait.
About the roosters, right?
Who's calling me
who's
now?
this now?
Who's this now?
Friend or foe?
Hello?
Who's this?
Hello?
Who's this?
This is
This
Mary.
is CJ. Where's that guy that take a glass of water guy? Take a glass of this is
Oh
Mike
man,
Tyson
someone stream sniping us. Take, is that what they call it?
I'm calling up the show so I can talk. This is Mike Tyson. I'm finally calling the damn show. Got Donnie right here. We're a bunch of scammers ourselves. We've been scamming for years. We don't report our taxes, our hookers, our guns, our drugs. You know that.
It's for you.
I know that.
We're a bunch of good guys. I finally calling your show. How you doing, man?
Good. It's good to hear from you, man. It's been a while.
It's good. It's good. Definitely good to talk to you. Where you at? You want to
How's
go?
everything
You want to go
going?
to the park? You want to go to the park? We can go get an ice cream cone. We can hold hands underneath the trees and look at the birds and eat ice cream together.
I like birds. I like ice cream. Holding hands. We can hold
You
hands.
like roosters? Apparently, you like roosters too.
I like roosters too, and I like salad.
Take, can you tell us who we're talking to?
CJ, how you doing, guys?
We're doing good.
This is JC.
Oh, hey, JC. It's good to talk to you. I've never actually
What's up,
spoken to you
JC?
before. Yeah, but JC is definitely friend. We love JC. I just didn't know it was him because I've never actually talked to you before.
Listen, man, I don't know if I do a good impersonation of Mike Tyson or not, but I just thought
I mean, it was kind of like It was kind of like a mix between Mike Tyson and Sal Rosenberg from the Jerky Boys. So I was digging it.
Yeah, I've done him before. I've lost my shoes and my glasses.
And a little bit of Frank Rizzo. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm at work. I can't stay on. Congratulations on what you guys do. You guys are awesome. The whole news thing that you guys are doing is great. It's something different that no other scam baiters do. And
Thank you.
You guys should be proud of yourselves.
That's awesome.
Well, we definitely love you. And
it's nice seeing those numbers going up and up. When you look at the stream, you start out small. I remember seeing numbers in the single digits. Now you're going up in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s.
Oh yeah.
Sooner or later you'll have 1,000 some people on there. But it's different. Your approach to the scam baiting is completely different. When you listen to the other guys, it's refreshing. So, but congratulations, on what you guys are doing, and a lot of people love you guys out there.
Yeah,
well, thank you so much. It's really nice to talk to you finally.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure. And if CJ would keep it clean a little bit, maybe we could reach 75, 80 people on the stream. But
I can't help myself.
Raging at these criminals. People, they don't need to be hearing F words that much in the morning.
Yeah.
The scammers can't control themselves when she calls up. There's just that female voice. They hear CJ and they're like, yeah.
JC likes my bikini pic. Which is totally not me. It's a cartoon, but still. Just kidding.
Hey guys,
super great to talk to you. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, man. Later, bro. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, I was getting another call. It's probably that same one. Hello?
Oh, it's JC again?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Who's this?
Yeah, ma'am. We are from PayPal. We got disconnected. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes,
You're talking about the Jacob. What
yeah.
happened, ma'am?
So,
what they did?
So Jacob accidentally put too much money in my account. I went to the bank. I sent him the money. I wired it to him in Peru. And then I don't know what happened to the money. Like it just disappeared. Something happened and it disappeared.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened.
So
but I don't think he was from Australia.
okay. So they took money from your account, right, ma'am? That you want to say?
Oh no, sir. They didn't take money. I mean, it was an accident. I think it was even.
It was an
fault.
accident, not an issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, not an issue. And you provide your personal details to them?
Well, they were on my computer.
Oh, that means, ma'am, they are hackers. They are overseas hackers who are using different kind of servers to misuse some details, some informations, just like you. They are misusing your details also, doing all this kind of illegal activities. But not an issue, ma'am. At this point of time,
never do that.
you are
Jacob was a real sweet guy. He would never do that. It was just an accident.
Jacob is a really sweet guy.
Yeah, he's real sweet.
But madam, I can see in my database that not an issue. So you want to cancel it, madam?
Yes, I want to cancel it.
This paper? Okay, I do believe you are in front of your computer for the cancellation.
Yes, I'm in front of my computer. The Jacob taught me, he speaks like 5 different languages. He's real intelligent. He taught me how to say all kinds of new words.
Yeah, that is the reason. Okay, I'm going to show you, first of all. No, your computer is completely on, madam, now.
Yeah, it's completely on.
Okay, so I do believe you have a TeamViewer or AnyDesk in your computer.
Oh,
TeamViewer or AnyDesk.
TeamViewer?
You need to open up your TeamViewer. Yeah, open up your TeamViewer first.
TeamViewer, okay. Hold on. Son, can I call
Yeah,
you
once
back
you
in
see your
just a
ID and
minute?
password, you need to confirm me first, okay?
Hold on, I'll call you back in just a minute, son, okay? Hey, I just realized that he might be open to having any desk, and Sven and I might be able to do something that rhymes with Chuck. So maybe I shouldn't ruin it. You know what I mean,
Right.
Take? But let's call him back. Hold on, let me get rid of this number so he'll stop calling. Let's try him from a different number. You talk to him. Okay.
All right.
Do y'all know what I'm saying? Hint, hint, wink, wink, and chat.
Think they know.
Thank you for connecting to the PayPal support. This is Albert. How may I help you?
Hey, Albert, I'm hoping you can help me. This is PayPal, right?
Yes, exactly.
So if I purchase something on PayPal and I don't want to keep this item and I can return this item, can you give me my money back?
Hello.
I'm sorry?
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Like you're coming in and you're coming out. You're coming in and then you're coming out.
That's what she said. Yeah. So listen, I just want my money back. Is it possible that you could refund me the money?
Yes, sir. Why now? Can you just let me know? What is the invoice number?
Well, what happened was I purchased a bumblebee farm from somebody, and I don't know what I was thinking. I was drunk that day. I drank a little bit. Okay, you got me. But what am I going to do with 1 million bumblebees? How do you even keep 1 million bumblebees? Have you ever heard of that? A bumblebee farm? It's perverted. They're perverted
No.
bumblebees, sir. They're trying to sting all of them. I go outside in the morning to have my toast with butter, and next thing you know, these bumblebees are looking at my twig and berries. Like I don't want to get stung down there. Do you know how that would hurt so bad, sir, to be stung by 1 million bees in your twig and berries?
I can understand. What do you want me to do for you? How much it cost you?
I would like my $43,000.93 back, actually. And then I don't know what we're gonna do about these bees. I don't know if you want to come over dressed like astronauts with a net and maybe bring me a sandwich and get rid of these bumblebees. But we can start there. Yeah, I want the money and I want these bees gone off of my property. What am I gonna do with 1 million bumblebees?
You only bought it. That $43,000, something which you have just done it, okay? And we actually don't know about it. So I need to investigate in this matter. When did you have ordered it?
$40,000.93 through PayPal to that woman. I don't know what I was thinking. And then all of a sudden I'm the proud owner of a bumblebee farm? That doesn't even make sense. Have you ever heard of a farm of just bumblebees? What am I going to do in my life? Make honey? Make Cheerios, maybe?
Okay,
I don't
want
know.
me to send,
I want to make my money back.
Okay, sir. Do you send some people over there and look after it?
Look after what?
Do you want me to send someone over? Do you want me to send someone at your place to take care
I
of
would
it?
love for you to send people over, but I don't know. Can you afford the rickshaw ride to the airport to get to New York City? I'm right in New York City, bitch. Do you want to meet for salad? I will fuck you up 5 days from Tuesdays if you don't stop hurting people. Stop pretending you work at PayPal, loser. Get a job. Go ahead, please.
I'll be at New York within 1 hour. Do you want me to see that? Do you want to see that?
Right. That's why you're on the phone using a fake name, swindling elderly people and clueless people with their last dollar. You're a fucking coward. Should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, and I know what you're going to say.
Do you want to talk
But
with
you know
our
what?
boss?
When you hang up
Do
this
you want
phone,
to talk with
you're
our
still
boss?
a scammer. Go ahead, please.
Do you want to talk with our boss?
Why? Is your boss going to be any more truthful than you are?
Yes.
What's it like having a master? I don't know. What's it like being a slave, fucker? Making your boss rich.
Because boss is boss. Talk to my boss.
Boss is boss. Gandu's Gandu. You're a fucking loser. Get a job. Stop hurting people. Don't worry about your boss. Go quit.
Yeah.
Quit. You're young. Hey, you got your whole life ahead of you. Why not help people instead of hurt people? You're a fucking loser. I'm poor, so I'm going to make other people poor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've said this all goddamn day. And you know what? You cannot block me, Chuthia. I will call you all goddamn day. And I will keep reinforcing in your mind. You're not poor because you live in India. You're poor because you're a fucking loser. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, your mother is looking after me.
You broke up. You sound like an Indian R2D2 at the moment. It's all electronically. But I'm sure you said something about my mother, right?
You bloody, your mother is asking about me. You're inquiring for her.
Oh my God, you sound
You're reaching
so
for your
stupid.
mother.
You sound ridiculously stupid, bro.
For your
Like
dad?
you know that Cheerios are not donut seeds,
I'm your
right?
dad. You forget you have not asked your mother who is your dad.
How are you going to try and insult
Just
me? And you
your
ran out of
mother
English like an
about-
hour ago. Go ahead. Let me hear you.
Just inquire.
Come on. Go back to 5th grade and insult my mother. I know you remember some of those insults.
Oh, you fucking.
Go ahead, please. Is that the end of that conversation? We'll call you back, bitch. It's what we do.
That was another 5 minutes, so we've spent at least, I don't know. I spent, what, maybe 5 minutes on the phone with them or something? You spent like 11 minutes the first time, 16. We're definitely up to over 20 minutes with this call center, for sure. Maybe more.
Yeah. These might be the idiots from yesterday. I mean, like I told you, I got through to PayPal so many times yesterday, and they were just racist and stupid. So
Very stupid. I think we definitely have the best chat on YouTube though. They come up with some real good lines. I think you're missing it because you're raging it, but nothing like some good chicken and bee jokes in the morning.
No.
Okay. You want to try the same one again? Josh just sent us a QuickBooks one.
Yep.
Should we try the new one or the same one?
Anyone you want.
Okay.
You start it.
All right.
Oh, Scam Tunes is here. I haven't even been watching chat. That's a new friend.
Yeah. Hey, Scam Tunes. Great to have you.
Thank you for calling us today. We are here to help you.
You are
This
welcome.
call will be recorded for quality assurance. To continue, please press 1.
That was creepy.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
We'll be having Scam Tunes on soon, y'all. We just need to pick a day, right? But he'll be...
Asking about Scam Tunes yesterday, I know we were back and forth with him in email, and then I haven't checked the emails, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I would love to get him on. And
yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Sorry, my husband's real loud. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Honey, who are you talking to? I only hear you.
I'm hoping I'm talking to QuickBooks. Is this QuickBooks, sir? Sir?
Yes,
Sir?
you're talking to QuickBooks Technical Help.
Well, I'm about to throw this QuickBooks out the window. Because first of all, this book is too big and it's not quick. So how am I supposed to do my taxes? And we're already like...
Which QuickBooks do you have?
We're like 2 weeks late, aren't we, honey, on our taxes?
Yeah, we're late on her period. We're late on taxes. We're late on everything.
Yes.
Okay, let me just give you another number. You can contact them. They'll help you out. Please note down the number.
Okay, go ahead.
Jesus, another number, honey? Can't this guy help us?
Uh-huh. And who are you then? If you can't help me, like, what do you do? Is that the real? I think he might have given us the real QuickBooks number. Let me Google it.
Yeah, sure.
Like he didn't like us. Just because you were like ranting about scam tunes when he answered. What's the big deal with that? Let me see. So hold on, I'm Googling the number.
Oh, maybe he'll sub.
Yeah, it's a real number for Intuit, which does that own QuickBooks? Intuit? I think so.
Yeah, call him back. I'll talk to him.
Okay. Yeah, he gave us the real number.
Thank you for calling us today. We are here to help you. This call will be recorded for quality assurance.
That definitely makes it sound like definitely makes it sound like the real QuickBooks, right?
Right.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
Thank you for calling QuickBooks Support. How can I help you?
Hey, listen, I just called a little while ago. I have a serious problem with the QuickBooks. We're trying to do our
How can I help
taxes.
you?
And then, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, go ahead, please.
Hi, how can I help you?
Okay, so I called a little while ago. I'm trying to fix my QuickBooks. I have an issue with it. We need to do our taxes. The gentleman said, I can't help you, and he gave me a number. I called that number. That's the QuickBooks people, and they said they don't have a record of you guys. Who are you people? Like, are you scammers?
No, sir. We gave you the QuickBooks number. It means that you have...
Right, but your QuickBooks. But the number that you gave me, I talked to them, and they don't have a record of this number being QuickBooks. So I figured I would talk
No, we are not
to you
QuickBooks,
again.
sir.
You're not QuickBooks?
Who told you that we are QuickBooks?
I thought that's what the guy said when he picked up the phone. Thank you for calling QuickBooks.
No, sir.
You're not
we didn't.
QuickBooks? And,
You thought
okay,
we
then who
said
are you?
QuickBooks.
Who did I call?
Sir, this is a telephone support. If you call us and you ask for help, we give you the right number for the right company.
Oh, you mean you're just like information? Like I just call you and you give me the phone numbers for the companies I need help with?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
You right, okay. Thank you. Do you have the rooster number, like the rooster patrol? Because I got a 500 perverted roosters on my farm. Like, do you have that number?
Someone is laughing in the background. Are you messing with me, sir?
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna mess with you all goddamn day, Chuthia. Nanakutia mayapka swagate. Mera naam TAGOW hai. Take a glass of water and fuck yourself. Go ahead, please.
Sir, the best you can do is you can just put your mouth on my dick and you can suck it as you can.
I definitely think they're QuickBooks.
Hey, it's a family show you're on. You can't talk like that. I don't
Yeah,
judge, Gandu. Do you want to get Gandu? A lot of people see me and they want to turn Gandu for some reason.
Sorry, I messed it up with my laughing. I was trying not to.
Are you messing with me? Of course I am. Stupid.
We gotta try them one more time. They're feisty.
Yeah, it's the adorable scammers.
Thank you for calling us today. We are here to help you.
I don't know
This
why I
call
think
will be
that's so
recorded
funny.
for quality
It just
assurance.
sounds so fake. Sorry, the music's playing. I just realized it was dead air, but it's because I muted the music to the stream so I don't have to cut it out later. So, but yeah, I messed up his bait, y'all, with my laughing.
I don't think that's what did it anyway. So I wouldn't worry about that.
I couldn't help it though. It was real funny. I try to hold in my laughter when we're on the phone, but let me try him from a different number. I was just calling that same number, y'all, and it had that music playing. Let me try a different number. See if they'll answer. But this number is QuickBooks. And thank you, Ojaz.
Yeah, Ojaz number is always good.
The maintenance line. Who's calling in? Hello?
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 Yeah, this side, Manny. I'm calling you from the support line from QuickBooks. We just missed your call.
Honey, it's for you. It's QuickBooks.
Oh, Manny?
You called us?
I did call you, and the guy said it wasn't QuickBooks. He said your information, and he gave me the number to a different number, and I called that number, and then they said that they were QuickBooks and that you guys weren't. What is going on here, sir? I just want my QuickBooks fixed. We got taxes coming up. Well, they already came up, but we didn't pay. But I don't think the government's going to care that our QuickBooks was broken. We can't do our taxes.
With whom you had a word with, sir?
I'm sorry?
With whom you had a word with, who told you that they are not QuickBooks?
Somebody on this number. I don't know. I forgot the guy's name. Alex? Jacob? Peter? I mean, you guys only use like 3 or 4 names in any of the call centers over there. Why would you even ask a stupid question? Man, you're stupid. Like short rickshaw stupid. How does it feel to be so stupid? Like you would lock yourself in a grocery store and starve to death. You are so stupid. You have to know how stupid you sound, right? You sound so stupid. Let's just talk about how stupid you are. We can get to the QuickBooks nonsense in a minute. Like, what happened to you in life to make you this stupid?
See,
did you eat crayons and swallow them?
Don't mind. Can I say something? Can I say something if you don't mind, please?
I don't mind. Say anything you want.
If you don't mind. See,
I don't mind.
We have restrictions,
my mother
okay? If I would like to say, hold on. If I would like to say something to you, I would definitely gonna say something which gonna broke your self-respect. Trust me on it. And you're gonna go back to that place from where you came in this world, okay? I hope your mother's home, okay?
Okay. What else you got? You're a very smart man. That's it? Famous last words? We'll call you back, bitch. It's what we do.
He seriously thought he was getting you.
I still don't really even understand what he was trying to say. I'm going to go back to the same place.
Yeah, I guess he was threatening to kill you.
I thought he was going to get really mad and call me a butt.
It's just so funny because he really thought he was like telling you. We were just like, what are you even talking about?
I just let him talk. I had no idea.
That was hilarious. Right, Z? For sure. Okay, let's try him one last time and then end. It's already 10:45. And I'm sure you need your gluten-free muffin or you're going to get cranky, right?
A gluten-free cigarette, yeah.
Let me do a different number.
Keep calling. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it now, or to dial by name, press star.
Thank you for calling the maintenance line. This call may be recorded.
That's what I did last time, and then that's what I did last time, and then they called me back. So for some reason, the main number isn't working anymore, but they can see who's calling. I can call his text now number back that just told you to. What did he tell you to die? Maybe I don't know. Let me try his personal number. No, it must be spoofed. Darn. Well, I guess that number's down. We took out a whole number this morning for QuickBooks in the matter of 10 minutes. So I guess we accomplished something, right?
Yeah, they'll be back up in 2 seconds with a different number, but we do what we can, right?
Yep. What happened to Clark? I'm sorry, Clark. Whatever everyone's saying, so sorry I missed it.
If somebody got scammed.
Oh no, your aunt. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, 22,000. So sorry, bro.
Oh shit, that's terrible. I hate to hear that.
You want to call in and talk about it, or not comfortable doing that? We can just spread awareness.
Yeah.
Eventually, if you want, just however you want to do it. That sucks, man. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Hate to hear that. And 82 years old. Yeah, like, yeah, I wish that we could help if, you know, if there's any way to help recover it. I hate to hear that. All right, so let's try one more and then we'll end. Sorry, I felt bad. Like I'm not really good with transitions, so I definitely feel bad, Clark. So let's see. I got a different number here for QuickBooks as well. I don't know if it's the same people or not, but let's try it right quick. And then Take can have his cigarette and his gluten-free muffin because he's very health conscious, you know, and his diet Pepsi before he gets cranky.
Oh, it's like midnight for me anyway.
Ah.
It's almost time for bed.
I have to microwave my notebook today. I'm on my
The
last page.
TakeNow subscriber you are trying to reach is not available.
Okay, let's try that PayPal one. They'll probably answer and we'll end with them.
Thank you for connecting to the People Support. This is Albert. How may I help you?
Can you say that again? You sound so stupid. You have
Again.
to know that, right?
Again.
Again. You told me to die, right? I'm back from hell, bitch. Made a nam TAGOW, hey.
Have a 2 lakh bumblebee, and I'm gonna put it in your ass. They're gonna
Yeah.
it very badly.
You can't even afford the rickshaw ride to the airport, Gandu.
बोले रिक्शा में एयरपोर्ट जाने का पैसा है, रेंट का युवा आने का लिए क्या बोला रिक्शा में एयरपोर्ट जाने का पैसा है, you have the money to go to the rickshaw and catch the flight. Hello?
You're a coward. You're on the phone saying things, and it takes a real man to swindle an elderly person out of their last dollar. How do you sleep at night?
Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Do you want a job? You don't have a job? Do you want
I
a
want
job?
to talk? What?
Do you want a job? Do you need a job?
Oh, I don't need a job. It's more fun to not work and just call you all day. I got the life, bitch.
Hey, listen, sir, listen, I have a great job for you. You know what? It's a blow job. Will you do my blow job?
Oh, Bohat Shakriya. Go ahead, Julia.
Suck my long black dick. You know what it is? A long black dick.
Black tag.
I'm gonna give you my long black dick, and I'm gonna get you a job, which is blow job. All right?
How stupid are you? I mean, you have to know that. You know what I want you to do in a couple minutes? I want you to go to the internet and type in the world's stupidest people, and we're going to post this conversation. And then you can play back. You can listen to how
you know, it's
stupid
gonna
you
show
sound.
your face. I know that. And I really don't like you on your face. You know, I really don't like to see your face. I like you, but I like your sister face. She's so pretty.
You know who I am, right?
She was
We've
sucking
talked
my
before.
cock, and I was liking it. You know. When she was watching
in
while
your
sucking my
dreams, right?
cock, she was looking into my eyes.
Man, you sound so stupid. I mean, you have to know that.
No, why would I have to know that? Am I your father's slave?
I mean,
Why
I don't think
you
anyone's
motherfucker
ever
tell me
told you
why
then.
do I
No one's
have to
told you how
know?
stupid you are. Like, you really sound ridiculous. Like, I almost feel bad for you, even though you're
Okay,
a
you mean
scammer
to
and you're a
say-
loser
you mean
and you're
to
a
say
criminal.
You're smarter enough than me, right? You mean to
What's
say you're
that?
smarter enough than me, right?
I mean, when you wash your hair, you have to read the bottle, right? Like, it says the directions. If there were no directions, you would not know what to do with shampoo.
I'm taking a flight to New York. Wait, I'm coming.
86 New York, bitch. Yeah. Stop and pick me up some salad.
Your mother's bitch? You said your mother is a bitch too?
How stupid are you, though? You have to know how stupid you are.
Hey, you want a job? Hey, seriously, I'm talking for you.
You don't
want
have a job. How could you give me a job? You don't have a
need
job.
You don't have
You don't
what
have a
You are
job.
calling
You
several
need a
times over
job.
here. If you need a job, then tell me. I'll give you a job.
How could you give me a job? You don't have a job.
Oh, well, I have the job. You know?
What is your job? You're a scammer. I mean, I don't mean the job that you do on the side in the alley in Delhi or whatever.
Who told you we are a
You don't have a job. You're a criminal.
Who told you?
I told me.
How could you know that? Did you ask your mother?
Oh, because I've been watching
about
you.
me? Did you ask your mother about me?
Okay, sir. I'm not gonna abuse you, or I'm not gonna kid with you. Tell me, what is your concern? What do you wanted to say? You want to say something? I'm feeling it. Tell me.
Okay, you want to talk rationally? Then let's do it. Why can't you get a regular job and not pretend and hurt people? Let's start with that. Why do you hurt people? Pretend to be something you're not.
That's a good question. You know, that's such a good question. But you know, we don't have a job. The very first thing. All right.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't have jobs. That doesn't mean they can go steal and be criminals. And I know it's tolerated where you are a little bit more, but there's jobs there. It's just It's easier to do what you're doing, and it pays better.
What's your profession? What do you do? Okay,
I'm
sir,
sorry?
I understand. You're talking about the humanity things, right? I appreciate whatever you said. But let me just
Yeah, like, wouldn't
know
you
what
be
do you do?
upset if
What's
somebody
your
robbed
profession?
your mom?
I'm sorry?
Wouldn't you be upset if I took $10,000 from your mom?
Sir, I understand. I'm going to talk about it on letter, but first tell me, what do you do? What's your profession? What work you do? What do you do for a living?
It doesn't matter what I do. What does it matter? I pump gas for a living. I work at a local 7-Eleven. I pump gas.
It doesn't matter to you also, motherfucker, that what I do for a living. You son of a bitch, did you understand? If you weren't going to tell me
Okay,
that
so
what
now
you
we're
do
back
for
to
a
that.
living,
I thought we were going to talk normal. What is
this
wrong
doesn't
with
matter
you?
to you, son of a bitch.
You're a loser,
Understand?
sir.
Tell me, if you're being honest, see, I'm being honest with you. I'm going to tell you each and everything. Then tell me, what do you do? Why are you willing to
I just
ask me what
told
I
you.
do and what I do not for a living? Am I
It's
stealing your
not
mother's
about
home?
what kind. Shut the fuck up. It's not about the profession you choose. Who cares what you do? You could be a rickshaw driver. The fact is, you're not working, and you're pretending to work for a company that you know nothing about, and
So
you're
tell me
pretending, and you're hurting people.
what
You're
kind of
taking
work
money.
you do?
You're lying.
Okay, sir. Listen, tell me what kind of work you do. I'll work the same whatever you do.
So go work at a gas station.
Are you working at a gas station?
Where are we going with this conversation? That doesn't even make sense. What does it matter what I do? Whatever I do, I'm not hurting people. You're hurting people. Do you feel good about that? Yes or no?
Well, yes, we do feel. Did your British rule felt good about it when they rule our country to 200 years? Did they feel good?
What does that have to do with now,
The
They're putting us
UK,
on
not the
burden.
US.
Hey, somebody's laughing. Somebody's laughing in the background.
Everybody's
said that,
laughing.
right?
Everybody in chat is watching
Yeah.
this. You're live on the internet right now. Everybody's saying how stupid you are. I mean, you have to know how stupid you are. We can always go back to that.
Oh, okay. So it seems like you're a YouTuber, right?
Maybe. You're not even a good criminal, though. Like, I mean, how do you make any money scamming people? Thank God you're this stupid. Like, you really are stupid, sir. Like, I've talked to a lot of criminals.
Oh, thank you. I don't mind if you're calling me stupid, but thank you for calling me sir.
Okay, I don't care what you like or what you don't like. You're a fucking loser, and after this conversation, you're gonna try to scam somebody out of money, and you're gonna be okay with it, and you're gonna rationalize it, and you're gonna say, "Oh, there's 1.4 billion people in my country. I'm poor. I have the right to make other people poor." You're an idiot.
Oh, your country is your country, and my country is not my country, right? It's a father's country.
Yeah, he doesn't even know
Oh,
the
how do I
difference
argue with that
between
logic?
England and the United States. So you have to give him
Oh,
that.
lady, I don't disrespect, lady. I'm so sorry. I wasn't gonna talk to her. Send her to my bed. then I'll talk to her. Okay.
What do you know what to do with anybody? What do you know what to do? You haven't been with anybody in your whole life.
I hope. Hey, motherfucker, listen. I hope I just made your day, right? You got a little bit entertained. So go fuck yourself, first of all. And you know what? Like, while interrupting another's matter, first of all, look on your side, okay? What are the things which you're
I will
missing,
go fuck myself.
on yourself?
Oh,
right?
thank you very much. And when I'm done, I'm going to call you right back, and I'll tell you all about it. You cannot block me, bitch. You're too stupid. You can't figure out how to block us. We will call you all damn day. Stop hurting people. Get a job.
I'm gonna put it on your mouth, and
I got 45 seconds to spare if you want to come over. Although I think that's more time than you need.
Lady, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you, lady. You can also suck my black long dick with him. All right? All right? It seems you guys don't have nothing to do. That's why you're fucking on my mind, but you don't know that I'm gonna fuck your mind, okay? So stop
Yeah,
pulling us.
but who's trying to make money right now? Us or you?
Okay?
Who didn't make any money for the last hour? You. Who didn't get any legit victims for the last hour?
I was looking for.
Who's a fucking loser? You.
Oh. Okay, go fuck.
What?
I don't know. I can't hear him. That's the end of that conversation. Hello?
All right. Well, that was a fun way to end. I thought so. I ruined your bait again with my laughing. That's the second time today.
I don't really think that was a bait as much as just us raging at an idiot and wasting his time. So, yeah.
Yeah, chat was
No
hilarious
problem
today. If anybody goes back and watches the show, you should definitely watch the chat because there was a lot of good ones, a lot of good one-liners in here. You at least need to go back, Take, when you were talking about roosters and look at all the chicken jokes because they were pretty good.
Oh, what's up, Scambait Nonsense? Thank you. I haven't even been watching chat, so no disrespect if I missed anybody. But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. It was a good day. It was really fun
I
talking to
got 43
Robert the
seconds to
cop.
spare.
Yeah, Bob the cop. That was fun, and that was some good calls you made.
Yeah, it was fun today.
So thank y'all so much for joining us.
And I only lost 2 subs.
No,
So-
you didn't. Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, you can't be serious.
Right at 1,000.
Okay, well, at least you're over the mark. Hey, I forgot to tell y'all that our good friend Christian Gonzalez has his own business for websites. So if anybody needs any websites, there's his website to make a website. He's super awesome. So thank y'all so much for joining us today. We will be back on Friday with, like I said, there'll be no stream on Thursday. It's because I have something that I have to do that I can't change. He has several different books. Let me see. I have it pulled up here. I thought I had it pulled up. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. He has several different books. His series I think is called Dark Knights with a K, KNIGHTS, and that's like the books of dark humor of police officers. A link to his Amazon page is in the description, and we will be back on Friday with a Tonight Show writer who knows Jay Leno, Adam Sandler, and. Y'all, this message is something on Friday. I'm telling you, it's something that literally, it was very powerful listening to him. We can really use it to do some good in the world. So I would definitely recommend you guys come on Friday. And we'll be back then, right, Take?
Yep.
Okay, well, thank you.
Can't argue with that.
Yep, thank y'all so much for joining us today. I may or may not be on Twitch today. I will definitely be on Twitch tomorrow. So make sure that you're following me on Twitch. You never know what could happen. I could be on there with Kit Boga. You never know. The way things are going, right? Or I could be on there with Take a Glass of Water. You just never know. So make sure you follow me on Twitch. If any of you jerks desub to Take, make sure you send me a message so I can ask you what your problem is. That's only for the jerks in chat, which is very few. And the rest of y'all...
I don't think there's any.
And the rest of y'all, thank you. There's probably some lurkers that are watching that desub to you maybe. Or me. But thank y'all so much for watching. We will be back on Friday. You don't want to miss it. It's a real good conversation. And happy baiting. Love y'all.
Love ya.